whatever this delusion is that you guys will ever be able to compete with me, let go of it. Salute, mobtube. How is everybody tonight? Let's see. Let me shout some people out. Miss Can't Be Wrong, Jesse Roth, Bong Funk MC, Mike Fleming, Davis Dean, Iceman's Poison Cheeseburger, Mia Salazar, Mike Fleming, MobEntertainmentGroup.com, Pete the Killer, Sven Larson, Stone Sailor, Harvester of Sorrow. Let's see. OC. Who else we got? Michael McDonald. Jimmy Calandra. Here I am, bro. Sorry, I was a little late. You know, I had to make a quick phone call. Let's see. Joey Knuckles. Let me get down here. Kimberly Hogan, Paulie Walnuts, Tears, Sean Landon Clark, Steve Cutler, Bobby Berberian, Cellar Door, Amateur Historian, Redheaded Stepchild, Route Irish, or Root Irish, depending on the day, RJM, and Mikey Ritz. What's up, Mikey? I don't see you too often anymore. Good to see you, bro. So, here we are, guys. I hope you like that thumbnail. I actually made that earlier when I was on the phone with Howie and Gunsmoke. I'm very impressed with myself over that thumbnail. It came out pretty good. God bless the Reface app, you know? So, I'm going to wait until we get a couple more people in here. We're not doing bad, though. 125 so far. And then I'm going to talk about who else? Obviously, you could tell by the title and the thumbnail, Lee Cole. I'm going to talk about his show that he did. I don't know if it was yesterday or today. I'm not sure. It's about 15 minutes long. But Tony Soflo called me earlier today and said, did you see this thing Lee did about Michael and Sammy? I'm like, no, what are you talking about? So I watched it, and boy, do I have a lot to say. No, actually, Jimmy, I didn't. I was actually upstairs cleaning out my closet. Not like the song, but in reality. Yeah, Steve Cutler. Last night, I was exhausted. I crashed right after the show, and I didn't get up. Well, actually, I got up at, 10 this morning? But for me, that's early. I got some sleep. I was beat. And I think that's why I was in a bad mood, too. I was cranky. Because the night before, me and Shannon were at the casino till 3:30 in the morning. I didn't go to bed till 6 a.m. and then I was up at like 11. So I think I was just exhausted yesterday. But I had body aches too, so I don't know. Common Sense, $9.99. Thank you very much. Thank you. JC, $2. I finally caught one right from the beginning live. Good. Glad to see you here. Sean Landon Clark, $20. Jumped us off right. F. Lee Cole, as usual. Thank you, Sean Landon Clark. And yes, if you guys wouldn't mind donating, please do. It would mean a lot to me. It's Christmas time, and you know what they say. I live off my wife. I'm a bum, and I never leave the couch. So I need money. All right, so it's only 3 minutes and 53 seconds in, but I want to curse already. You know what I mean? I want to curse. I want to say, Lee Cole, you are a fucking moron. There, I did it. Don't monetize me, whatever. You never do anyway. Okay? Let me start off by asking the chat, as Tony Soflo would say, asking the chat something first. Is anybody aware of any I guess you could say confirmed plans of Sammy and Michael teaming up? You know, I say confirmed because I'm not talking about what Lee Cole said on his show. I mean, has anybody heard any actual proof of Sammy and Michael teaming up? Or that that's even a definite future plan? Has anyone else heard that? If so, please let me know before I go on with what I'm about to say. Lee has the least knowledge of anyone on here. If he had to face any of these guys, he would possibly shit his pants, complete douchebag. Yes, absolutely. Haven't heard anything like that with Sammy and Michael. I watched them both. All right. No, Lee is just completely oblivious. Yes. Yes. Michael and Sammy will not be teaming up. Okay. Yeah. Look, Jimmy Calandra, Bath Avenue story. He would know. No, they are not teaming up. No. Good. Then I get to humiliate Lee Cole. This fucking stunad asshole. In case you're wondering why I turned him into Lee Cole or Kolnak the Magnificent. You guys remember Karnak the Magnificent, Johnny Carson? This is Kolnak the Magnificent, okay? He turned into a mind reader all of a sudden. Lee Cole, this hillbilly in Texas who lives on welfare, all of a sudden can read the minds of Michael Franzese and Sammy the Bull Gravano. All of a sudden, I heard it with my own ears today. He knows what they're thinking. What do you mean they're teaming up? They started talking about this in October. How in the fuck would you know, bro? What, you don't talk to either one of them or any of their people. What, you don't talk to anyone. Who do you talk to, Angel? What, did Angel tell you that? Did she get it from her mom? Listen, there is no reason to believe that Sammy and Michael are teaming up. What, you just pull this out of your ass? Okay, his reasoning, this goes to show, I'm telling you, his comprehension skills are fucking terrible, despicable. He can't say words. Okay, that's one thing. We all know about that. But now we see that he'll take something he sees, something as innocent and, I don't know, okay? As an interview. Sometimes I can't find the right word. It happens. Okay? An interview. Commonplace. That's what I should have said. It's very common. We're on YouTube. It's commonplace. You see interviews, especially from Michael Franzese. He interviews people. So he interviews Karen Gravano. And this fucking maniac sees it. And in his head, as his stupid wheels start spinning, on his big hillbilly truck with the rebel flag in the back. That's what he's got in his head. I know it. I can picture it. Okay. He says, oh, they must be teaming up. Why? Because he interviewed Karen? Oh, Lee, I'm telling you, you get stupider by the day. Most people get smarter by the day because they read, they learn things, they practice stuff. You get stupider by the fucking day, you dummy. And then he's talking about like as if he has inside knowledge. They started talking about this in early October, probably even before that, but it's been coming, people. They're teaming up. This is what we're dealing with, people. And what does that mean? This is what we're dealing with, people. Like as if there's about to be a bomb dropped on the U.S. What does that mean? Like you're like, oh God, look at what we're in for. This is what we're dealing with. We have nothing to do with Sammy and Michael, and they have nothing to do with us. Are you kidding me? What do we have to do with it? And let me tell you something. As far as the mob genre, okay, I don't even know if you could count Sammy and Michael as part of it anymore. They're so far above it. Okay, they don't need to be part of any genre. They're their own thing. Like Jimmy Calandra said, they're their own entities. Michael has what, almost 1 million subs? Sammy has about half of that, something like that. Mob genre. And I'm going to get on to something else you said that was pretty fucking stupid about the mob genre and Michael and Sammy. But bro, you see an interview and you start putting pieces together that just don't fit. And yet you somehow come up with a complete puzzle. And your answer is they're teaming up. Why would they do that? Why? Are you kidding me? Sammy and Michael Franzese are complete opposites, number one. Number two, Sammy's got all kinds of Hollywood shit going on. I don't even think the fucking guy makes videos anymore for that reason. He's got big shit going on. Michael Franzese, he does the church thing. He's got his YouTube thing. He's all Hollywood now. And another thing, when you talk about how they don't answer their critics, Lee, if you knew any fucking thing, if you understood anything about business or even a good hustle, you would know why they don't do that. Michael Franzese has to keep this squeaky clean image so he can continue to get tens of thousands of dollars to go speak at churches. Okay, it's his business. They pay him a shit ton of money. His minimum fee for speaking at a church is $5,000. No, he doesn't volunteer it, his time and his entertainment. He doesn't volunteer that. He wants to be paid for speaking at these churches. It's just like everything else that happens in church. It's all about money. Okay? So he has to keep that image clean or he ain't getting paid. What's he going to do? Come on here and start telling everybody to go fuck themselves? He can't. And Sammy the Bull, listen, first of all, Sammy knows that he doesn't have to be bothered with any of us. Number one. Number two, same thing. He's got big shit going on. Big shit. Huge contracts. Okay, how the fuck? He can't come on here and start fighting with everybody. It's not worth it to him. It's a business thing. Okay, it's not that they're above it or anything else. It's just that they know better. They have more to lose. You understand? Fucking dumbbell. Sorry, guys. I'm drinking Gatorade because this was also part of my issue last night. I'm dehydrating myself with a certain type of medication I have to take. So I have to replenish my electrolytes, Otherwise, I'm walking around in a coma all day. And I feel terrible. Let me see something here. I'm not done. Common Sense, $4.99. The Big Slow also thinks that Strangel actually likes him, so I'm not surprised he believes this either. Yeah, me neither, bro. He's such a stupid asshole. And he just pulls it out of nowhere. I mean, what do you mean? I'm sitting there listening to this, and I'm like, okay, he keeps playing clips and stuff. Where's the clip that says they're teaming up? Like, where's that? So this is clickbait, you fucking asshole. This is clickbait. You led people to believe something that's bullshit. And you led people to believe that you have some sort of proof of this happening when it's nothing more than one of your fucking stupid harebrained fucking theories you pulled out of your ass because you saw a woman doing an interview with the guy who basically does nothing but interview people. If you were any dumber, you'd be Kane Shades. You know that? And again, if you were any more racist, you'd be MRE. And if you were any fatter, you'd be Chicky. And if you were any uglier, you'd be NB. But that's all besides the point. Okay? Let me move on. Hold on. Nobody, $9.99. Go get them. Thank you, my man. And I will. Let's see what else we got. Michael Moffa, $4.99 super sticker. Thank you very, very much. Yes. Yeah, another Mr. Ultra Conservative over there. Trump supporter. Yeah, it's clickbait fake news from Lee. Fake news, bro. They're teaming up, and he presented this as fact. I'm listening to him. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, if he did the show and he was like, listen, people, I think this means they're teaming up. That's one thing. You said they are teaming up. You presented it as fact. You're a fucking moron, bro. You're oh, my God. And then he says, why are they doing this, folks? So they could take total and complete control of the mob genre. What? Total and complete control of the mob genre. He actually said at one point that they now have, because they've teamed up, they have total and complete control of the mob genre. They do? What? I had no idea. All these people are answering to them? You're telling me John Panisi and Anthony Arilotta and Bobby Luisi and John Alite and Jimmy Calandra, did I already say his name? I don't know. I don't think I did. They're all answering to Michael and Sammy. Sammy and Michael have control of them. And then this asshole who knows nothing about the mafia goes, you see, folks, it's the boss and the underboss. Remind you of something? Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro. The boss and the underboss? Are you fucking kidding me? You think Michael and Sammy are playing Mafia now? Let's get together and play Mafia, Sammy. Okay, Michael, you be the boss. I'll be the underboss. You got more subs, so you can be the boss. What the fuck are you talking about, Lee Cole? Stop it. What are you talking about, crazy motherfucker? You took too many pills. God damn it, I'm telling you, they fried your brain. Fucking guy's losing his mind over here. Saying crazy shit that doesn't make sense. I don't like it. They're taking control. Yeah, there you go, Jimmy Calandra. So then you're a captain. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Congratulations, bro. Not only was Jimmy finally made, but now he's a captain. Oh my God, Lee. Why? This is why, bro. This is why nobody takes you seriously. You're a fucking clown. You're a clown. But let me point this out to anybody who missed it. That's not really what that show was about. That show was about Anthony Arilotta. Okay? Let me get to that in just a second. Oh, Sean Campbell wants to know if he could be your soldier, Jimmy. You might have to start a channel, Sean. I'm not sure. He might have to run that by the boss and the underboss, Michael and Sammy. You got to ask Jimmy. I'm not sure. I'm nowhere near being a captain. You know, I'm merely an associate and barely that. So, you know. Jesse Roth, $4.99. FBS, what expect? Lee thinks YouTube is the new mafia and he runs it. I know. I'm telling you, this guy needs to be in a fucking hospital. He needs a bunch of nice men in white coats to come pick him up and put a nice new jacket on him that ties behind the back. You know what I mean? And they need to put him in a facility, an institution. Okay, and they need to spoon feed him every day and clean the food out of his filthy, disgusting, giant, enormous goatee. And they need to school him on a bunch of things like how to say words, how to spell, how to read, how to comprehend simple ideas. You know what I mean? This fucking guy. I've been waiting all day to do this. Oh, shit. You're going to start straightening people out, Jimmy? Oh, shit. Listen, 100% Italian, my man. I better be on that list. Guys. Oh, let me get back to what I was saying a second ago. This show was really about Anthony. See, Lee is getting his ass handed to him by a bunch of people because Lee always was, I'm telling you right now, the most hated man on MobTube. The most, well, he's on SlobTube, but you know, the whole community. He is the most hated man. He always was. Because he's infuriating and unbearable. You know what I mean? He's hard to deal with. He's hard to even listen to. And he's stupid. He's just downright stupid. And that doesn't help. So, anyway, he's getting his ass handed to him like he always was, except now he's getting his ass handed to him by people like Frank Fiordolino, Anthony Arilotta, my man Howie from time to time, and of course us. He seems to think, because he does think this is the mafia, apparently, he thinks that Anthony Arilotta is the most high-ranking guy on here. That's the way he sees it. Okay? So I guess he wants to try to make amends with him or get him to lay off him. And then hopefully, I guess it'll work its way down and people will leave Lee alone. I don't know what his stupid fucking plan is. You know why, Lee? Because I don't read minds, and neither do you. Okay, so I can't say for sure, but I know this. At the very least, he wants Anthony to stop fucking with him because it's bugging the shit out of him. And it would bug the shit out of me too. Anthony's really good at it. All right, but that whole video, it started this way, it ended this way. So Anthony, this guy, oh, and he's putting up pictures. Lee, you're trying to be professional in an unprofessional situation. You're putting up pictures so an audience who already knows what these people look like can see the pictures. Like, you're this guy, and he puts up a picture of Jimmy. Yeah, I'm sure none of your 3,000 subs, Lee, know who fucking Jimmy Calandra is. Yeah, I'm sure. Then he puts up a picture of Arilotta. Yeah, Arilotta hasn't been on the scene at all lately. I'm sure nobody knows what he looks like either. I'm sure he put some other ones up too. What the fuck are you doing, bro? He put up a picture of yeah. I think he might have put up Sammy and Michael too. I'm not sure. Fucking dummy. There's no need for pictures, bro. You don't need visual aids when everybody already knows what to picture. You know what I mean? They go, oh yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, I've seen him before. Yeah, Anthony too. This fucking guy, man. He's too much. You know, he's like 2,000 pounds of stupid wrapped in a 500-pound package. He really is. It's too much. It's too much. So anyway, he wants Anthony to lay off of him. So what he's doing, Lee thinks he's slick. He thinks he could do this subliminal shit and like people won't catch it. So all he's simply doing throughout that show is trying to say to Anthony without saying it, hey, Anthony, you could be big like these guys, but you shouldn't be bothering with the smaller channels, meaning like people, you know, meaning people like me, SoFlo, Lefty, Gunsmoke, you know. When the bottom line is, if Lee could get them on his show, guys, I'm telling you, I'll bet you any amount of money, Angel Gotti or no Angel Gotti. If Arilotta called up Lee today and said, Lee, listen, it's water under the bridge, bro. Let's forget it. You know what I mean? Let's bury the hatchet and move on as friends. And if you want, bro, I'll even come on your show and do an interview. Guys, he would do it in a fucking heartbeat. In a heartbeat. He would say, Angel, listen, I love you, and I'll kiss your ass every day after the interview, I swear. Okay, but before that, I have to do this interview with Arilotta. Okay, I have to get it done. I'll go right back to kissing your ass, I promise. I promise I will. I'll talk about how great your father is and your brother and you and MRE and Marla and Josie and everyone else. But you got to let me do this interview with Arilotta first. Don't get me wrong, Angel. I hate rats. You know, that's what he would say. Or he would just say, fuck you, Angel, and just do the interview. He would give anything. I'll tell you what it is. He's pissed off that we have been having fantastic guests on. Howie Santos, Frank Fiordolino, Anthony Arilotta. Okay? Listen, people love these guys. They love it. They love just hearing them chop it up and talk. They could be talking about anything. People enjoy it. They can't get enough of it. And Lee knows it. And Lee knows that he fucked up majorly because not a day goes by that Lee doesn't think, you know what, if I would have just kept it good with FBS, I could have these guys on my show too now. Yeah, I know, bro. I know you. I know. Trust me, you must be kicking yourself in the ass every day. Not only did you lose a fortune and everybody hates you again, but you can't have any of these people on. And let me tell you something, Lee. I got a secret for you, Lee. You want to hear a secret? You could do shows every single day where you talk about the mafia or you tell a stupid story for 5 minutes or you sit there with James Proctor and ask him questions all day. That is not mob content. Mob content is having those guys on here to tell the story themselves. So I hate to break it to you, but me, Gunsmoke, and Lefty are all making a hell of a lot more and a hell of a lot better content than you are. Mob content. And SoFlo too. Okay? Not like we weren't always. You know what I mean? At least I was. There's no doubt. But bro, that's the real mob content. Because Lee, again, without these people you're now pretending to hate, these cooperators, rats, whatever you want to call them, there is no mob genre. There's no mob knowledge. There are no mob books. There are no mob movies or documentaries. None. None. They're the only people that really fucking matter on here. Gene Borello, too. I forgot about Gene, of course. You're still butthurt about that. Ooh, you are pissed off. He promised you an interview, and he gave every single person an interview but you. I love it. I love it. It makes me so happy. Thank you, Gene Borello. It's fucking phenomenal. It's great what's going on. Lee, you are so jealous and upset and envious right now. You might be the only show on MobTube who doesn't have real mobsters on. You sucker. Oh, it's great. It's great. Lee Cole, when are you going to do some mob content? This guy says there's too many rats in the mob genre. What? That's like saying there's too many football players in the football genre. What do you mean? The only real life gangsters who could come on here are guys that flipped. Do you understand that? And yeah, they might not be gangsters anymore, but they were. That's it. You can't get real gangsters on here, made guys, current active guys in the street. They're not going to, they can't. They'll get killed. You fucking, well, not anymore. They'll get, they'll get a spanking or something. I don't know what the fuck will happen. They'll get the timeout or detention. I don't know what they do. It's social club detention. I don't know. But they'll get in some sort of trouble. There will be some sort of mafia repercussion in 2022. The fuck is wrong with you? First he says there's too many rats in the mafia genre. Now he says Michael Franzese and Sammy the Bull have now taken complete control of the mafia genre. Do you know who that fucking includes, bro? It includes A-Light. It includes John Panisi, Bobby Luisi, Anthony Arilotta, Bill Catolo Jr., Jimmy Calandra. I probably already said that once. I don't know why. I feel like I keep repeating Jimmy's name. I don't know. That includes all those guys. You understand? And honestly, it includes all of us too. Whether you like it or not. Lee Cole, we are, without a doubt, the most entertaining part of the mob genre now. Okay? These shows. And we have been for a long time, to be quite honest with you. For real. For real. Tell the story of, some of these guys being on here and reminiscing and stuff like that. And then tell the story of what's gone on MobTube in the last year and a half and see which is more entertaining. And we have these guys on. We have them on. We have the guests. Listen, I've had Gene Borello, Bill Catolo, Jimmy Calandra, Howie Santos, Anthony Arilotta, Mike DeBella, Frank Fiordolino. All these guys. All right, now Gunsmoke has them on. Lefty has them on. SoFlo had them on the other day. A couple of them. You know what I mean? And I'm sure he will in the future. Sammy and Michael haven't taken control of anything other than their own channels and their own lives. What do you mean? They took complete control of the mob genre. Jesus Christ. So Jeff Nadeau, OC Shorts, RJ Roger, Mikey Scars, they're all answering to fucking Sammy and Michael now. What did Sammy and Michael ever have to do with any of us? Nothing. Nothing. They're all the way up on their own level. Bottom line. They're light years ahead of us. None of us are ever going to see that type of success, at least not with a fucking mob channel. No way. And none of the other mob guys will either, most likely. And you know why? A lot of reasons. A lot of reasons. Now, Lee, you just got into the mob stuff about a year ago. Most of us have been into it our whole lives. Okay, and we know that if you go back for the last 10, 12 years, Michael Franzese has been in every fucking mob documentary that's been made. Okay? He's been on TV shows. He's been every fucking where. Okay? The guy's got at least one book that I know of. He does the church thing. You don't understand. A large portion of his subs are the church people. Okay? A large portion are people who are into mob stuff. Then there's people that just watch for his interviews. He's a celebrity at this point. You understand? Sammy the Bull is one of the most well-known names in mafia history and probably the most, I guess you could say, notorious rat in mob history. The most famous rat, I should say, in mob history. Okay? That's why they are where they are. It has nothing to do with the fact that they don't fight back with people who talk shit about them. There's a totally different reason for why they don't do that. It's all business. You understand? They're about money. And rightfully so. It's what everybody should be about. But Anthony Arilotta, that whole thing was directed at him. And what was it really? It wasn't about so much Anthony Arilotta talking shit or fighting with Lee. It was about he shouldn't be on our shows. And why is he trying to send that message to Anthony Arilotta? Because he is so pissed off and jealous. He's so envious of it. He can't fucking stand it that he can't get these guys on his show. He painted himself into a corner like the jackass that he is, talking about how he hates rats. Now he's got two choices: flip-flop for the 900th time, or stick to that and never have any real mob content ever again. Okay, those are your only choices. But let me tell you something, Lee. Angel Gotti was never in the mafia. Okay, she was just the stepdaughter of a guy and the niece of a guy and the brother of another guy, or the sister, sister of another guy who were in the mafia. Do you understand? Actually, I should have said the niece of several guys who were in the mafia, but you get my point. Okay, she's not she was never in the mafia. When you have Angel Gotti on, that's not mob content. Now, if Angel comes on and tells a bunch of stories about her father, my father was a beautiful man. I loved him. He was sexy. Now, if he came on and just told stories, if she came on and just told stories about her father's life, maybe stuff she saw, people she met with her father, maybe, I think she told me once that she met Carlo Gambino one time, things like that, and call that mob content. But just having her on there to talk about me is not mob content. And the show you did today is not mob content. It was a lie. It was clickbait. It was another big fat fucking lie from Lee fucking Liar Cole. Lie Cole. It's just like when you said that John A. Light got beat up in the strip club and all that horse shit, and Danny Trio lied and said his cousin or somebody saw it. And guy, Lee, you have done more fraudulent shit on your show. You have been proven to be such a fucking liar. Just with the shit you say about these other mob guys, forget about the stuff you say about us. You are a fucking laughingstock. You are a clown and a jerk off of monumental proportions. You fucking put up a picture of, you try to put up a picture of Quack Quack. It's the wrong guy. You put up a picture of fucking Gas Pipe, said it was Nick Shabetta. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, bro. You don't belong here. You do not belong here. Go just do wrestling, bro, because you're not good at this. You're not. Now you think you could read Sammy and Michael's minds. You see Karen does an interview on Michael's show. Oh, they teamed up. They're taking total control of the mob genre on YouTube, people. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. Ooh, I was at Jersey Mike's getting a sub, and I was like, oh, my God, is this what we're dealing with? No, Lee is just a fucking dumbbell. Who would care if it was anyway? Oh. Anyway, guys. Let me keep it moving. Oh, look, there's Anthony Arilotta. Great show, FBS. Destroy lying Lee. Oh, I am. You know it, bro. You're more than welcome on to on to destroy Lee yourself if you'd like, or right along with me. Who the fuck is Lee? He's a jerk off. I'll piss on him. I know you will, Jimmy. Lying Lee platformed one of the biggest frauds on MobTube, Danny Smith. Yeah, he did. He did everything. I'm telling you, everything that comes out of this guy's fat, fucking, disgusting, gingivitis plagued fucking mouth is a lie, or it's just something stupid. You know what I mean? Now he's a fucking mind reader. Lie Cole, the mind reader. Thank you, Iceman's Poison Cheeseburger. What is a joke is hearing Lee say he was a street kid. LMFAO. Oh my God, I know. Right before he says fourth. My son's name is Lee Cole the Fourth. The fuck accent is that? Stop saying that. Muggs, no, she didn't. Jesus Christ. Guy's a fucking scumbag. Oh, okay. Yeah. Lee Cole put up a oh, he commented, what was this? Was this on Gunsmoke Show? Lee commented, Santos, you have lying about me all week. What I put up will be court papers. I offered you to come on my show. Real simple. Exactly, Lee. You offered him to come on your show, right? Yeah. Because you'd give anything to have Howie on. What would you tell your anti-rat friends? What would you say? It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. You would fucking do it, and then you'd handle the fallout later. Guys, I'm sorry. I just brought him on to yell at him. Yeah, sure. If it wasn't for cooperators, nobody would have inside mafia stories. Of course not. Hell no. Bro, I will not let them take over my show. I'm going to the mattresses against Gravano and Franzese. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Me and JC are going to the mattresses. We're not giving in. Lion Lee begged me to come on his show. Of course. Yeah, without a doubt. I know. And then a couple nights he hit you up trying to be friends. You know what I mean? Nobody likes you, Lee. Get used to it. Matt B, 199. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday to you, Matt B. Thank you very much. FPS, we talked about this. Anthony Santoro, what's up, my friend? All right, I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to join. Hold on. Copy and paste this shit. Guys, don't be afraid to donate, please. I'd appreciate it very much. Doing my best to entertain you on a Sunday night. And donations are a necessary part of this. Stephen Cordell, thank you very much for the $20. He said, fuck Lee. Wise words from a wise man. Thank you, Stephen. All right, what else? That's it. We should get a fundraiser going and get Bruce Pritchard on your show to tell the Lee Cole WWE story. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll reach out to someone. I don't know anything about wrestling. Figure something out. Did you hear Lee call Karen Carol throughout the entire video? Did he really? Oh, my God. Lee, you got to go. I'm telling you, man. Those degrees you have, bro, how did you get those degrees without knowing words? I want to know what wordless university you attended online. How do you attend an online university without knowing words? How did you even know the word university? I'm so confused about all these things. Lee can't spell university, but he claims to have graduated from one. Lee, you need to go back to fucking pre-K. You know what I mean? You need to go back to preschool. All right, and just start from scratch. We love you too, Brian. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you and your family, sir. The guy Lee was a wrestler? No, he claims to have been a ring boy, Rob, if you know what that is. I don't know what it is, but I thought maybe you might. Thank you for responding to Lee about this FBS. You're saying what everybody and myself was thinking while watching that idiot the whole video. I figured, you know what I mean? York University. I figured, bro, that I couldn't be the only one who was sitting there puzzled. Like, what? Where did he come up with this theory? And we're supposed to believe it because you said it, Lee? Oh, Madon. Where did he come up? Oh, that's me.
What's up, buddy?
Chilling. I heard my voice. My voice sucks.
Yeah. I couldn't find the remote to turn it off. Anthony says he's coming on too.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll have some fun with this douchebag tonight.
Yeah. What's up, chat?
What'd you think about my rant? Pretty good?
Oh, it was awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, this guy, man, I'm telling you, he pulls this shit out of his ass. Michael and Sammy are teaming up. Meanwhile, Michael and Sammy know nothing about this. Michael's calling Sammy right now, like, you hear this big hillbilly in Texas said we're teaming up, and Sammy's like, oh, fucking ignore him. He's a fat scumbag. He don't know anything. Now here's the mole. Hello, mole.
Hello, people. Breaking news, people. Carol Gravano and Michael Frankfurter are teaming up with Sammy the Bulldog, dude. And they're going after Tony Pizza. Dude.
Bro,
Stay tuned, dude.
That sounds like a Lee Cole news story. So let me get this straight. Carol is actually on Michael's side, and they're going to team up with Sammy.
Yes, dude. Big scandal, dude.
Wow. Holy shit. I would have thought Carol would be on her father Sal's show or side. You know what I mean? But I guess not.
One would have thought, dude.
Hey, you know, way back in the beginning, FBS, I used to really enjoy when you first started and you used to have Jimmy on the show.
Yeah.
I used to relate to, you know, somebody that grew up in the streets, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure, bro. Jimmy was a good guest to have on. He don't come on anymore. Jimmy don't like me anymore. I don't know what happened. Jimmy never grabs the link. He never comes on to say hi. I'm very, very insulted.
What's up, Jimmy?
Just fucking with you, Jimmy. But yeah, he's a good dude, man. Those made for some really good fucking shows, bro.
Who's that talking, dude? Is that Handsome Patrick, dude?
Handsome Harry.
Handsome Harry.
Handsome Harry, dude.
I think that was the worst thing I could have did was put the name of my dog up, Handsome Jack. Now everybody's bothering me.
Oh, they would have bothered you anyway. It don't matter.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they would have came at you for something, bro.
Well, Jimmy Colangelo, he went through a lot too when he first came on.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They fucking tortured the guy, and then anytime he acted out, you know, or reacted, I should say, based on what they did, then they use it against him. He hasn't changed. Yeah. Okay, you drive a man to the point of fucking losing his shit, you know, and he reacts to you, and then you use that against him too. And if he wouldn't have reacted, you would have called him a pussy for not reacting. So, you know, this is troll tactics.
Yeah.
I feel like I was just talking to you two.
Yeah.
Deja vu.
Where the fuck is Anthony? He said he was coming on.
Oh, no,
he's chasing that fat bastard.
He might be blow drying his hair.
That's very possible. Yeah, I
3 hairs up there.
Yeah, I took care of mine before the show.
Yeah.
Who is this? I don't know if this is a friend or an enemy. It says Chad D. Should I bring him on?
I think he's good. He's good.
Yeah, he's good. Chad D.
All right. Chad?
Hey, what's up?
Yo.
Yeah, he's a friend.
What's up?
No, I know a Chad D from the chat, but I didn't know if this was the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Guy.
What's up, Chad?
It's me, Howie.
What's up, Chad?
Nothing much. What's up, Gunsmoke? Hi.
What's up, big dog? Yeah.
We're just hanging out, bro.
The COVID.
Shooting the shit.
I was gonna come on the other night, Gunsmoke, but I had the COVID.
Yeah. Oh,
you got? Oh,
how you feeling?
The temperature's down. I had it for like 102. I had to go to the hospital. They gave me like the vitamins through the intravenous and shit. I was sick.
Wow. Yeah,
it's the first time I got it.
I'm glad you pulled through, man. That shit is no joke.
Guys, listen.
No
joke.
Chad, I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah.
But we are not. This show is bearing no fruit, no money being made. Therefore, I'm switching to members only. Fuck this.
What's up, big dog? I see you in the chat.
Give him a chance. Maybe they'll start donating.
All right, I'll give it 5 minutes. If I don't make some serious money, I'm going to members.
And hit the
only.
like button, please, guys.
I don't care who likes it and who doesn't.
Happy holidays.
This is enough now. This is enough of this shit.
Hey, I want to say hello to some people. They said hello to me, and I wasn't looking at the chat.
Give a shout out, yeah.
Jesus, I can't.
You need glasses too, like I do?
Yeah.
Like are those in your picture? Are those reading glasses, or are they prescription, or are they just sunglasses?
No, they're prescription.
Oh, okay.
No, you know what happened? I the messages were too long ago. I can't get them to come back up.
Oh, yeah, that
But
happens.
anyway, hello to everybody that said hello to me.
There you go. That makes it easier.
Yeah.
Chris, remember last year it was Christmas time. I was on, had my face, everything was me, you, Nadu, Gunsmoke, Lefty. We had a whole bunch on. I think it was Christmas Eve.
Oh, really?
I forget what.
We're gonna do.
Yeah, remember when I told you I got ducks, and I told you the next day, and you go, "Oh, really? Yeah." They were calling my thing, friggin' till like 4 or 5 in the morning. And they put me on Instagram. You know what we were talking about, my face. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember, but
They
we'll do
doxed me.
that. We'll do that again this year. Are you where are you from? Boston?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, yeah. That accent. Let's see. Jimmy Clanger, Bath Avenue story. New group of faces on YouTube. Everyone have a good night. You too, Jimmy. Have a good night, bro.
Good night, Jimmy.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna switch over to members only. I gotta start doing this more often. Sometimes I forget.
Bye bye, dickhead. See you on members only.
You got a lot of a lot of people been saying hello to me.
Yeah.
People like you. I told you. A lot of people they love when you come on.
Yeah.
You're an interesting character, Howie.
Yeah, but if I'm in the chat on Angel's channel, you got to see what they say. Woohoo!
Shit, you should see what happened if I went in that chat.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, it would be a mess. Mob Entertainment Group kick up to FBS. He was picked up by Sammy and Calandra and has to kick up every month now himself. I do, guys. I do. I have to kick
Sammy's been
money up for
complaining.
fucking yeah. I'm on record now. So
What's up with this fat Bald-Sicilian?
even my members, Jesus, what happened, guys? What happened?
Envelopes are light this month.
You used to love me. What happened to
Yeah.
you? What's
It's
up,
Christmas
JC?
time.
Yeah,
what
what's
sucks.
up, you
Chris-
guys?
yeah,
Come on,
it's
Gravano
Christmas time.
and Francis.
It's Christmas
Yeah,
time for
Play
me
the
too.
FBS show.
I know.
Kick some
No,
money
I'm
up.
just,
He's
I'm
gotta
just
kick
thinking
50
with the
grand a
chat.
month.
It's almost
No, I
Kwanzaa
know,
for
I know.
me.
I know.
Every month.
Oh, this.
Yeah, that's right.
Casey.
On Kwanzaa, we get 18 days of gifts. So you guys got to kick up to me, y'all. Come on.
You realize how
18
thick
days
those
of
Christmas envelopes got to be? You guys know
Yeah.
what time it is. You got to bulk them up around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, Danny Santos said, "Get your own channel, Howie. I bet you'd have success, and I'm sure it'd be entertaining."
Don't
I
give them
agree.
no ideas.
Yeah, but it might be a, you know, I might run out of content after a couple months.
No.
Nah, you wouldn't.
How
You would think
much can
so.
I talk about my experiences?
Well, you start out that way, and then you start talking about other shit as you go on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure you got stories as a kid growing up in the neighborhood and, you know,
Yeah.
how you met these
But-
guys.
I mean, look at how well I'm doing. If you start a YouTube channel, you're bound to make $11 a show if you're lucky.
At
Howie,
least.
Fuck.
Lee mentioned it too. Lee said you should have your own channel.
Did he
Of course
really?
he did.
Yeah.
Of course
yeah.
he did, because he wants you off of this.
That's
channel.
way. That's
right.
Lee's way of like
Right,
massaging your
Chris,
shoulders.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
dude,
did he
you can
say
have your
that?
own channel, and you can even come on my channel to promote it, dude. I don't know, when did he say that?
on yesterday, the day before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody said
I'm
Happy
sure.
Kwanzaa.
I think he said Anthony too, yeah. When he was going on the rant, so when he was doing his rant on him and Anthony, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me see
Yeah, well,
something here. Danny Santos, 350, little something for great entertainment. Thank you, my friend. And shout
Did
out
you-
to Jennifer.
Did he really say Carol Gravano? Did he really call her Carol?
Yeah, he must have. He's fucked up every
Wow.
name.
He does.
What an asshole, man.
I think he's got more names wrong than right. In
Yeah.
all
Oh,
seriousness.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a safe bet.
That's why his own name is so simple.
I'm sure he's gotten that name wrong too. You know what I mean? He probably calls himself Lenny Cole every now and then. You know,
It's
what I mean?
Lenny, dude. I mean Lee, dude. I mean, sorry, dude.
I guarantee he gets it wrong or says it wrong when Walmart security stops him. It's not Lee Cole, dude. My name's not Lee Cole, dude.
It's Lewis. They'll be like, but your driver's license says Lee. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Lee.
My name is Mad Dog.
Sometimes
Cole,
I mispronounce
guys. Mad
it.
Dog.
I wonder if anybody recognizes him in Texas.
At the Walmart, they do. They got his picture on the wall over there. As soon as you walk in by the security,
Probably only the sheeps he fucks.
dude, that was Danny, dude, not me, dude.
Sean Landon Clark, $10. Come on, folks, donate. We cannot let Michael and Sammy take over the genre. Yeah, guys, I got to protect myself. I got to start my own crew. I need money. Holy fuck. Let me see something here. Danny Santos said, gain popularity first with personal stuff, then move on to different topics, Howie. He is correct.
Yeah, he's got a point.
There was something else I wanted to read. Where did
That's
it
what
go?
Michael Francis did.
M. Soretti somewhere said that he called her Carol 3 different times. Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Carol. I didn't even notice that when I was listening. That's the first Lee video I listened to in a while, and holy shit, man. It was 100% bullshit from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I mean, what is that, Karen? You realize, Lee, that Michael does interviews and that Karen takes any opportunity she can to do an interview, right? I mean, that means they're teaming up. This guy, I'm telling you.
He assumes, and when he assumes, he makes an ass out of him.
Well, you
That's
know,
it.
they're good friends now again. At first, you know, remember that show where they were on? They really didn't like each other that much. But at the end, I guess that they started getting along and they talk to each other a lot now.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Bobby told me.
I'll tell you one thing, FBS. You really know that guy, huh?
My God.
You figured that whole show out that he did completely.
Oh, yeah.
You figured it out.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know exactly what he was doing.
After a year and a half of Lee, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't just a message to Anthony either. It was to all you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense.
You shouldn't be on these shows. But meanwhile, if it was his show you were on, he'd be discouraging you from creating your own channel just so you'd be on his show more often. You know what I mean?
You'd be the co-host. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he would have already
you
tried
went
to
around, Howie, right? FBS and Gunsmoke took him back in. He was over here. He was making money. And then he fucked up. He just went back over there. Like Chris said, he could have just, you know, said not even thing and even argued, but stayed over here. Instead, the next night he's on Angel's show. And then he goes over there.
Yeah.
Didn't he tell you, Chris, he was never making as much money when he was over here? Right?
I wonder what Angel's show is about.
Oh, I just Carmine S right here said Angel is talking about Arilotta.
Oh, God.
Okay.
You weasel.
That's probably why he didn't jump on. He's
waiting. Yeah, you know what, Anthony? Wait until you've heard everything you need to hear and then jump on.
That fat bastard in Howard Beach.
It'll be much better if you come on here and do what I expect you to do after you hear what this bitch has to say.
I want to hear more about that story about jumping in the car.
Who car?
What story?
What car?
Story Anthony said about Angel jumping in the car.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that story.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yes, I did.
He has a lot of stories, man.
No, he does. Lefty Guns Pool Hall. He sees everyone teaming up, and Lee isn't getting picked on anyone's team. No, hell no. Who would pick Lee? He can barely walk. Might as well pick Chicky.
Hey, is you know what? When Anthony comes on to talk about what we said on Angel's show about him, Lee's gonna go on Angel's show and talk about what was said about him here.
Of course, yeah.
Lefty, that's a good point. In fact, it's been like that for years. I bet Lee and Chicky were always the last two picked back when you play like kickball in elementary school. Guys like Chicky and Lee were always. The captain would always say, "You guys can go ahead and take those two. We don't need them."
Yeah,
I'd like to play dodgeball with them.
Right.
I'd play dodgeball.
You don't think Lee tried to become a wrestler with his with all the connections they had in the wrestling business.
Of course,
he must have tried.
He was nothing more than a glorified ring boy.
If he
boy.
was even that, I don't even know that he was.
I don't think he was.
I don't either.
I just think he jumped on the bandwagon to try to get money at the end. I don't think he had anything to do
was a
with
roadie.
wrestling. I think it was all his brother.
He would fold the tables and chairs.
Yeah.
Imagine him wearing the tutu. What do they call those?
He's not a ballerina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's a little teapot though. Short and stout. Here is his nipples. Here is him.
What the fuck? What in the fuck? Let me see something here.
Well, I wonder where Frankie's been. I didn't hear from him.
Wasn't he around? He was around last night, Howie.
Was he? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He was on one of the late night shows. Yeah. I was in the chair.
All right. Yeah, I went to bed a little early yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I could do something here.
Steve Cutler says he would pay to see Lee wrestle Chicky. That would be.
I wonder which one will run out of gas first.
You gotta soak them in butter too.
Gunsmoke.
Yo.
See if you now have control of my channel.
Mashallah, alhamdulillah. Let me see. How the fuck do I do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Great
Hold
news,
on.
William Brooklyn. What's the great news? Like, could you? I
mean, let me see if I can mute one of these. No, I can't. God damn it! I don't know. I would have.
Can you pull comments up?
Let me see. I'm using StreamYard though. Let me go to YouTube. Hold on.
Yeah, because Angel does that with Marla. She gives her control.
Yeah, it gives Marla. Yeah, lets her do it.
Yeah. I want to see if I can, because I've been meaning to do this for a long time.
Hey, yeah, might as well try it out now.
Yeah, see if it works out. So anyway, yeah, I'm interested to see what Anthony's gonna say when he comes on, because if I know that pig Angel, she is probably talking all types of shit. And Howie, we already talked about what her title was, so she's saying what I think she's saying.
I don't think she knows what the word means.
What'd you say, Howie?
Remember Chicky said to you, FBS, he said, FBS, you went on Angels by yourself and said you did a good job. Ain't I doing a good job now?
Yeah,
he was on the
I know.
show so close.
Yeah, he wanted my approval. Yeah, sure.
Right. Yeah.
He figured he'd compliment you first, then maybe you might compliment them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't.
I know. He got off when you asked him the simple question about the tape, and then he hopped off like a coward.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
because there isn't one. I couldn't believe he just wouldn't come out. He just won't.
I know, bro.
Stupid Chicky admitting that there's no tape, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, why did he just come out? He's saying, I don't know. Some guy won't let it get out.
He was swearing before. Yeah.
Yeah, he swore up and down.
Yeah.
Right.
To Angel, and Angel probably figured, well, this guy's not gonna lie to me. And he lied.
Yep.
And she vouched for him.
And now she's too dug in to fucking just say, all right, listen, I took Chicky's word for it, and it looks like it's all bullshit. She'll never say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he made a fool out of her.
He did. Yeah. He kept calling out their bluff. Chris keeps saying, put it out. I want you to put it out. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Because they don't got nothing.
Yeah.
I tell you, he had me fooled in the beginning.
Chicky, listen, I believed some of his bullshit, when I interviewed him a couple times and he told his stories, I thought, all right, he's probably telling the truth. He's not making himself out to be any super gangster or anything. But it turns out he's less than he even portrayed himself as.
Everything he was full of shit about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when he was on that channel, like trying to give people advice, like, you know, what you're not supposed to do. You shouldn't be talking about family, and you know, he was talking like, you know, he was
Decent guy.
yeah, or like,
I
you
thought
know,
he was.
like
Congrats, William.
like
Sorry,
special,
Howie.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I
Well,
knew he's
also,
full of
Chicky
shit.
would talk about things like he was some gangster giving other people gangster type advice. You know, well, back when
Yeah.
in my day,
Yeah.
you know, and it was all fictitious. His day didn't exist really.
Yeah. Then Bobby don't bother nobody, Luigi. And then he goes and says that, oh, that never happened. You think that could happen, Philly being in Boston? That ain't true.
Yeah.
Like, how does he know? And it was true. You know what I mean? How could he even comment on that?
That wasn't the first time something like that happened.
No, but in Boston it was. That, you know what I mean? He was married to my sister, yeah.
I'm just saying, you know, like
Oh, of
another
course.
family
Oh,
straightening
yeah,
somebody
definitely.
out.
Yeah.
Because that's all it was. Just was another family straightening
Right,
Bobby
right.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, probably because of what happened with Bobby's family.
Yeah.
So that happens a lot. You know, another family will bring him in to protect them. So they,
Well,
you know,
he
they
was
won't.
proposed before. He had a beef with a captain. He was married to my sister, Howie. Yeah.
No
His
shit.
nieces and nephews are live with me. They're my niece and nephews, his kids, yeah. My niece passed away, unfortunately, 2 years ago. It's sad, his kid. He never got over it. Sad.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Bobby's
How
kid. I
old?
think I told you, Chris, didn't I? Remember
Yeah,
you said you didn't know that?
did.
Yeah.
How old was she?
33. It's horrible.
Wow.
My sister.
Yeah,
Yeah, our Christmas are never the same. Her anniversary, second anniversary is this Sunday. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Gunsmoke, you got control or what?
No, I'm trying to figure it out.
You can't pull up comments, you filthy animal?
I'm trying to figure it out.
All
Why
right,
is
well, either
there,
way, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
why
all
is there smoke coming out of Gunsmoke's avatar's ears?
right. The real gangsters. Yeah.
He's working hard to figure something out. I'll be back,
Yeah.
guys.
All right. So what's going on, Chad, JC?
Not much. Same old bullshit. Like I said, I'm battling the COVID, feeling a little better today.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I got to drink a lot of, like, you know, electrolytes and all that shit. Lefty told me to drink that Pedialyte stuff, and it helped a little.
Yeah, that's loaded with nutrition. You know.
Yes, yeah. JT, Bobby knows you. He likes you, JC. Weren't you on a show or something? Yeah.
You're Luisi?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. He came on my channel like one of the second month or so that we're doing the old show. So yeah, we go back a little ways here on YouTube.
Yeah, he's concentrating on the religious stuff now. He's really into that, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's good for him to do that. It keeps him away from this kind of stuff, anyways.
Yeah, he don't get
this
involved
kind of
in this.
shit's not really his bag.
No, he doesn't. You never hear him comment on that stuff.
Yeah, he almost
stuff
never
now.
says anything negative about anybody. Like even
No.
people I know he doesn't like, he rarely will say anything like that.
Right.
You know, it's good. That's his thing. So
Yeah.
That's a lot of self-control.
Yeah.
oh yeah, especially on here.
Yeah.
Because the only time how he did was when the MRE, and he could have come out early. He had information. He never did. He could have.
Yeah, I honestly, I wish Breitbart would have made an article about me saying I'm a white supremacist. I would have been rich. I would have been rich right now. But evidently, it must have been true. So he couldn't sue.
Yeah, Breitbart's is one of the least likely places to even throw the label out. If they're throwing the label out, that means no court would ever, you know, side against journalists who use that phrase with mob roach, you know, and you know he is a scumbag and all that stuff, and you know he got called out.
I mean, he was wearing the clothes that skinheads, like the skinheads wear, those pants where they're like really short and boots, and you know, he was dressed like a skinhead.
Yeah, he's a bum. They dress like crap. You know, back in March when I was in LA and met up with John A-Light and Scott Bernstein and some others, you know, A-Light, you know, I asked him, you know, about mob rats, and he showed me a picture of, it turned out to be Nick Colacone, and he basically was like, we already know who he is. This is the guy. He's some scumbag who is friends with Dominic Crea, and I don't give a shit at this point. I'm here in LA to party and have a good time. And so I didn't get, you know, after that, and didn't really pay much attention to it because he never told me the name. He just showed me a picture on his cell phone of Colacone. And then when Gunsmoke put out the video, I'm like, holy shit, that's the same dude that A-Light showed me. I just never knew what his name was. And then look at all the stuff Gunsmoke found after that, the Breitbart stuff, we found all those profiles that are out there where, you know, stuff he's not even allowed to do on YouTube. He had to take some of his nasty ass anti-Semitic videos into other platforms, you know, like BitChute, because YouTube won't allow someone to do that stuff, you know, on their platform. And so, and, you know, he's a scumbag, but he got called out. And, you know, Bobby Luisi was yet another one who knew.
He had it. He knew. Yeah, he knew too. Yep.
He knew the guy's identity, but I doubt Bobby knew that he was this anti-Semite. He probably had
nobody knew then. You're right.
Yeah,
He
most likely Bobby had the arrest record for him and assumed he was just some dude that had a gun arrest by the feds and could be a snitch. I doubt Bobby went even any further.
No, you're right. No,
that, you know,
right.
Because if he would have known the dude was an anti-Semite and all that, a guy like Bobby who loves the state of Israel out of a Christian perspective would have absolutely gone public and said, hey, listen up, there's an anti-Semite. He hates the state of Israel, my Jewish friends, etc. But, you know, I don't think he investigated it that far. Neither did they.
No, he didn't know that part. No.
Yeah.
You know, I never got why they hated the Jewish people. Like, I never understood that. Like, what did they do wrong?
Well, they blame them for things like the financial system in general, anywhere in any country, because they've always had a small percentage of the population, and they typically do fairly well. They're 1 or 2%, and they see that a lot of them go to college. And, you know, Jewish people typically do quite well because they've worked their tails off, and they used to be as poor as any of us, our families 3 generations ago when they first came here. And these scumbags just attribute their hard work, the Jewish work ethic, and them getting into finance and media and other things like that, trying to be influential, and they interpret that as some kind of a takeover, and they spin it to being some kind of oppressive system against them. And it's because a trash bag like MRE and these others, they need a scapegoat. They need somebody to blame for their failure. So they blame there's some Jewish names in the media. Oh, there's some Jewish names at the banks. Oh, there's some Jewish names here in Hollywood, whatever, you know, and they just extrapolate and they blame everybody. They blame all of them all over the world. They're scumbags. Same thing that racist people do with black people. A black person does one negative thing in their life around this person, and from then on, they're scolding and you know, going after the whole race of people, hating all of them.
And that was the reason that the Nazis from back in the war, that was the reason that
their dictator, I won't say his name so we don't
I didn't want to
his
say
channel issues, but the guy that ran the freaking thing, he blamed the Great Depression because it hit Germany as much as it hit the USA. He blamed the Great Depression on them. He said that, you know, some of their bankers were behind the whole thing, and that means that all of them are guilty. And you know, what's real crazy is he took the German population at one time was the most racially open when it came to Jewish people. It was actually England that was packed with mostly anti-Semitic people during that time era. And within 10 years of taking over the propaganda machine and putting out all the movies they did against Jewish people and other stuff, he was able to flip a population that had seen them as neighbors and friends and family and seen them as enemies in their own country. And that's what they did. You know, that scumbag was able to prove that you can take open-minded people, you put enough propaganda in front of them, and you can start turning some of them, enough of them, into killers. And it can happen. So they got to.
I never realized how powerful propaganda was until there was social media.
Oh, no doubt, because with social media, bro, it makes it where we can see the results of it much quicker. Back when we were younger, there would be take the gangster movies themselves from back in the day. Younger people would see them, and some younger people would be like, dang, that's who I want to be. Most people could see the movies and were like, no, it's entertainment. I'm not going to be like this thug or whatever. But there's this element that does. Well, with social media now, you get all that stuff. Plus, people can share all that stuff to their friends in instant real time and transfer those ideas over much faster, which is why they grow easier now.
Right, and you get to hear both sides of the story a lot easier.
Yeah,
you like I never realized how how corrupt like the news was until what's his name ran for president.
Right. Well, you see it like they've always had their biases, but at the end of the day, bro, it's about money with the media. They gotta get advertisers to throw money, and how do they do that? With clicks now. And how do you get clicks on your website? You throw out the craziest garbage you can sometimes, and that's how they look at it. They have no problem being wrong anymore about stuff, and they'll get an event way different. And because of cell phone cameras, we can all sort of, we can at least see the truth sometimes. But the media across the board, right, left, whatever, most of it's all geared towards their money people, the advertising people. So if it bleeds, it leads, bro. What's up, FPS?
What's up? I'm back. Now you guys.
Hey, the Jewish people played a big role in the mob when it was starting out.
Yeah, absolutely. Bugsy Siegel and Meyer Lansky, Mickey Cohen were all big people back then.
Yeah, big.
Yeah, but like the Jewish people taught the mobsters, how to do the numbers and the rackets.
Well, Arnold Rothstein.
Yeah.
Dutch Schultz too. Well, all of them.
Dutch Schultz was German, no?
He died a Catholic.
He did? Okay.
He converted to Catholicism. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I had to use the bathroom.
No, that's the kind of factoid we get from Gunsmoke. That's great.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that till now.
I didn't either.
Seen his biography before. So good job. Thanks.
Gunsmoke is knowledgeable. He just he doesn't say it.
Yeah.
That's why
everybody on our side. Look at common sense. He could be a fucking lawyer for Christ's sakes. He's freaking real smart.
Yeah.
I used to call him the mobtube lawyer.
Without a doubt. Yeah. I can sit for hours just listening to him talk.
Yeah, he's good. He's real good.
Yeah, he's good.
He's got a hell of a fucking memory too, man. I'll tell you what.
He does, yeah. He really does.
Genius. Yeah.
Man, you're a sick bastard. Oh, sorry.
What up?
Well, dude.
Mute Lefty until he's done. Did Anthony come back around?
No, I'm gonna text him, see what's up.
He fucking disappeared.
I'm on the phone with him right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guys, I don't mean to interrupt, but this COVID, it comes and goes. It's starting to get to me. Chris, thanks for having me on, buddy.
But I hope you feel better, bro.
Yeah,
for real.
I will.
Yeah.
All right. Howie, take care.
Yeah,
JC,
take care.
Gunsmoke,
Take care,
everybody.
bro.
Get some
Thanks
rest,
for coming
Chad.
on, Chad.
All right.
Let us
Take it
know what's
easy,
up
guys.
tomorrow.
Yeah, keep us posted.
Yep. Thanks.
All right, bye. Yeah, he sounded like he started to get exhausted there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did I just do? I took JC
Hey,
away.
did you see that movie Hoodlum about Dutch Schultz, Lucky Luciano, Bumpy Johnson?
Wasn't that the one with
Oh,
Lawrence
yeah, yeah.
Fishburne?
Yeah,
That's from what? That's old, right? That's
93
97.
or 4,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I saw it
97.
back then, but I don't even
Yeah.
remember it.
Yeah, I think I saw it once, literally.
well, it's a classic, man. And then Dutch Schultz chopped off somebody's balls in a movie, you know, because some guy was like, "My balls are bigger than yours," and then he just, you know, I don't know, whatever.
He gave his old right-hand man Bo some real cement shoes.
Tony Ducks even knows about Buddy McGirt. That's amazing.
Jesus.
So Buddy, he's got a question. Hey, Howie, did you have any knowledge of JoJo and Buddy McGirt relationship? And what's funny is I do, but Buddy McGirt was you know, his trainer or manager. He was with Joe, and I remember there was a time where Buddy would had to avoid a subpoena, and me and I forget who else, we drove out to. He lived way out in Long Island at the time, Buddy McGirt, and I remember we went to a diner afterwards. But yeah, we went to his fight when he fought what the fuck's his name? That other guy. He was a great fighter. Pernell Whitaker. Yeah, we were at that fight. Nice. He was a cool guy, Buddy McGirt. But yeah, there was a relationship there. I can't, but this Tony Ducks, he's got to be like a freaking prosecutor or something.
You got a gift, my friend.
Retired, but you know, he knows so much. Jesus. Like, how the hell would he know about Buddy McGirt?
He's Tony Ducks.
Yeah, he's Tony Ducks. I mean, listen, Tony Ducks was a fucking boss.
He was part of the Concrete Club.
Yeah.
That's the real one. He just came back from the dead, and because he loves FBS's show so much, that's why he knows all this stuff too.
Yeah, after the commission trial, you know what I mean. He, you know the story.
Here's some Bob content.
I remember I went with Joe to meet McGirt's manager in New Jersey. I think I remember his name being Al, but I'm not 100% sure. But, you know, basically, they were with Joe, Buddy McGirt, and his manager. You know, what took place, I couldn't tell you, but I know they were connected.
Did you guys hear about Cadillac Frank dying? He died on Tuesday?
No.
Yeah, Cadillac Frank died Tuesday at the age of 89 in prison. Former New England Mafia boss.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he got ripped out of witness protection with that whole Bobby DeLuca thing with another body with his son, right? Where he strangled some guy at the house and never admitted to it.
Yeah, he got caught out there. I'm trying to read it right now.
No, I was only kidding, Tony Ducks. I don't really believe that you're a former prosecutor, but I do.
Hey, don't piss him off now.
It is amazing how some of the things you do know.
Yeah,
because you don't even come from the neighborhood. You said you come from Connecticut.
Yeah, well,
like you got to be in like the real no to know about Buddy McGirt being with. Being connected.
Yeah, well, you never know. You might know people.
Yeah,
Anthony.
How are you guys?
Good.
How you doing? What were you blow drying your hair?
No.
My area.
The fat bastard.
That fat bastard.
Drink water, fatso.
Hey, I told him how to do. I told him how to hide behind the avatar. Now that's all he's gonna use.
Well, yeah, because I'm walking around right now. Plus, you won't see me anyways. It's dark out. I'm smoking a cigar. You know.
Yeah, so what's up?
You know what? You know what? We like to show our faces, not like them guys over there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, those bastards. Listen, look at this. This I don't like this though. It looks like Angel's show over here. Like fucking avatars.
I'll jump on my face and just let me get situated. But
how's
everybody?
I'm just fucking with you, bro. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, but at least a couple of us with our faces. How's everybody doing?
Good, man.
Good.
How you doing?
We're having a lot of fun tonight, bro.
We got the best crew over here.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, the best.
Hey, this side over here is a bunch of good guys, intelligent, no sleazy slime bags. Not like over there, scumbags over there. Lion
Yeah.
Lee, nothing but liars.
You got a knock.
Yeah.
There's
What'd
good
you
chemistry
think,
over here.
what'd you think of my rant in the beginning?
Oh, it was great.
Anthony?
It was excellent.
Like that?
Excellent. Yeah. I was gonna send you a thing like drop the link, but I kicked back over and you were gone. And I was gonna say, drop the link. Let's destroy this fat lion pig.
Oh well, shit! It ain't too late. Let's do it. What's going on? What's going on in that other slobs channel right now?
Oh, so the other day when I was on Soul Flow, so she's trying to say now the new thing is they, how they switch words around. The new thing is that when I said Chicky's daughters were big butanas and they were, giving guys blowjobs all over the city, I said they were giving me blowjobs.
Oh,
so right away so let's just say even if that was true, I never said me, but if it was me, she went back and said, well, if that's the case, what were they giving you blowjobs when they were 11 and 12 years old? So they always go to the to the extreme. Who's to say? I got out of jail in 2017, right?
Yeah.
Why couldn't their daughters give me blowjobs in 2019? Why did they have to go back to their mind? Their minds are in the gutters. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Their minds are in the gutters. Like the daughters were pigs. They were two little pigs. But listen, I never said they gave me blowjobs. I said they gave the whole city. I even went in their chat, and I said
the whole city
Angel.
except for you.
I said, "Why'd you see that?"
No.
I went in her chat. I said, Angel. I didn't say me. I said the whole city of Springfield.
What you
And
say? Did she answer you?
No, they didn't answer me. So they must have me blocked or something because they didn't answer me. But
Yeah.
then she was talking about. So, anyways, that was one of her things. And then the second thing was, I never said she was abusing. She said lefty. Lefty's on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she said lefty said a month ago that I said, and this is a true story. Angel used to jump into these guys' cars. One of them was a Colombo guy. He was a captain in the Colombo family, and she used to jump in his car. And he said, he used to throw her out. Say, get out of my car. I think I told the story last night. Right?
You know who I am.
Yeah. She said, no. He said, get out of my car. He goes, I know your father. She goes, you don't know my father.
My father.
And he said, yeah, I know your father. Yeah. So she was saying, if that's true, produce the guy. She wants to, to produce the guy who said that about her throwing her out of the car. But that's a true story. Yeah. I was told that 100%. Oh, and then the next thing is the tape, and this is 100%, this is 100% fact, right? So when Chicky made that tape whacking off to Junior Gotti, and he called me, he said, you won't believe what happened. He goes, I was having phone sex and I sent the tape to Junior Gotti and even Gene Borello.
Oh.
I got text messages and that he said, call Gene, you won't believe it. He's laughing about it. So it never happened. So if it never happened, that means Chicky made up the whole story and lied to me then about those stories, which could be true because he lies about everything. But that's what he said.
But why would he lie about sending some jerk off tape to Junior? Well, I don't know.
You're cutting out a little bit, Anthony. Uh-oh. There he is. You there?
Yeah.
There seems to be a Wi-Fi issue in your area.
Yeah, if that's the case, that Chicky's a sick motherfucker.
Bro, he left his
there's
mom
no
on the
doubt he's a
ground
sick
for
motherfucker.
5 hours, man. He is a sick motherfucker.
How the fuck do you make up a story like that?
He said he sent it to Gene too. I mean, we could ask Gene.
I'll fucking call him right now.
Yeah.
No, I won't. I can't.
Oh, let Gunsmoke.
Yeah, Gunsmoke's got to call Gene. I forgot. I'm not allowed.
Oh yeah.
I'm not allowed.
Well,
I'm allowed to call. He's just not allowed to answer. Bro, Gunsmoke, call Gene real quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Plus, if you were to call him FBS, you know that right after you dial it, Leonidas will be on the phone with his probation. Hey, you'll never guess what happened, dude.
All right, hold on.
You there, Ant?
Hold on.
You
Is
guys
that
there?
noise?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for some reason, my thing goes in. I can't hear you guys. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you. Yeah. So that was her rant. She was bringing up. Then she said, you know how she said I was the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tonight she said the guy in Pennsylvania, the worst of the worst.
Who's the worst of the worst now, huh?
Oh, wait a minute. So I got the top spot again?
Yeah.
Aw, shit.
I think we're in
Nice.
competition. She said he's the worst of the worst. And, the same bullshit. She's
What
fucking.
she doesn't realize is that she's the worst of the worst.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm not on drugs. She has to. When they keep defending themselves like that.
Yeah.
And I keep saying, I don't take pills, and I don't. When they have to keep saying that.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, it's a sensitive issue for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
You really want me to call this guy?
Yeah, go ahead. Anthony, you're the most high-ranking person on the screen. I want you to order my chat to donate.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys got to donate. We're putting. We got a big crew here. We're only going to get bigger. We're growing.
That's
As
right.
the days go, we're growing bigger and bigger. We're taking over the mobtube. We're taking it over. These guys are running scared. Lion Lee is scared to death. He tried to make peace with me. I told him to, fuck his mother. And,
My mother loved you.
But
He
he
hates his
already
mother,
fucked
too.
his mother over.
and
From what I hear.
exactly. And
Was he on the show?
he was in the chat. Him, Fat Bastard was in the chat. I was abusing Fat Bastard too. I said I was abusing him. But I think they got me blocked though because they weren't responding.
Yeah, and they definitely have
They
you
do.
blocked. We talked about this like way before. This dude was all happy as shit, putting comments. He's like, yeah, you see it? I'm like, nah, man, it's not there.
I told her, drop the link, you fat pig.
Yeah.
Did you tell her that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably did. They won't see it if you're blocked. You'll write it out, but it won't be in the chat.
Yeah. So I was like thinking, like, as soon as I punch, I'm punching all these things. I'm typing because they lie. They lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing. It's like, and then she's over there saying, I don't care. Oh, she's Chicago muscle. Just tell the truth. She's saying, tell the truth. And why don't you start telling the truth?
Was she saying that to you?
No, she was saying it about like
to the maggot.
Chicago's muscles girl abused her, and she's like, I'm not gonna fight with a girl. She pussied out and chickened out to fight her.
Does she not know she's a girl? That's who she's supposed to be fighting with?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know, man. She sort of looks like Grimace from McDonald's. So
maybe her last name isn't the only thing they changed on her birth certificate.
Exactly.
her name wasn't Angela, it was Angelo.
Yeah.
It could happen. They checked me as white.
Balding you for white.
Well, she can always get Marla to fight for her.
Yeah, but we're taking over. And they feel the pressure. They feel it.
Marlo turned into Cardi B real quick.
Yeah, I'll tell you who won't fight for her. That guy, that Nazi she stuck up so much for.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell no.
Oh, the little weasel wasn't on there. The little weasel he wasn't on, but the little his little homosexual friend there, that Damien Argenti, he was in the chat.
Hell no, William.
Hey,
not. Damien Argenti was there. That fucking animal scumbag
Anthony,
piece of shit.
It is Damien whose father was a supposed wise guy.
Yeah, he's a fucking him and his father. Bums. His father,
you knew his father, right?
He was a jerk off. Go to Providence. I used to sit down with the boss of Providence, and I used to go down there all the time and have sit downs. I never seen that jerk off's father once. He used to say he used to come around. If he did, he was in the fucking car waiting.
Good. Talk more shit about Rocco Argenti.
Well, Damien's just upset that he can't see his dick and has to have MRE fish it out for him every time he's got to take a piss.
That guy thinks he's a real tough guy.
Oh, I know he does.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he certainly does. Tony Ducks, thank you very much for the $20. He said for a little boost. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because we're taking over this job. They see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They see
Yeah,
it.
of course.
They can't do anything about it to stop it either.
How funny is it that Lee's on an island by himself now?
Well, at least he's gotta be.
How
Who
quick?
is Lee?
Yeah.
Why you say that? He's with Angel.
Yeah, but that
Oh,
ain't
still? That hasn't crumbled apart?
Not yet.
Very long.
that's not
Well,
good.
wait till Angel sees the video that I dropped earlier where I found footage of Lee Cole saying that John Jr. knows who MRE is and wants nothing to do with MRE. That's a blatant contradiction to what Angel has been saying the whole time. And wait till Angel makes him explain publicly why he said that about her brother and MRE. And, you know, it's a matter of time. He's going to have to answer to her for that. She won't let that slip now that, you know, now that it's a 2-minute clip. There's no way she'll miss it now. She probably
I
didn't
think
see
she'll
it.
let it go.
Well,
What about
Yes.
Lee? What about that invitation Lee sent me? He said he would never have a cooperator on his show. That's a smoking gun.
Exactly. He wants you on his show, and then he asked for peace with me.
Right.
And that's a
He
sign.
wanted you on the show too.
But just picture this. Well, imagine if you're supposed to be like together in a group of people, and you got one of your guys reaching out on the other side, and you know he probably didn't think that was going to come out. You know, he probably thought, you know, I was going to say, you know, welcome that. And when I told him to, you know, fuck his mother, he was, you know, and it's out there now, so they got to know that he, you know, is looking to backdoor them. That's like a backdoor move on his part to them by trying to make peace with me.
Yeah.
Right.
And trying to get one of my guys to be his co-host, like the guy that he reached out, Loomis. He's begging him to be his, you know, a co-host on the show.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
He's been on him, and
Did you tell Loomis you'll chop his head off if he even considers it?
and then out to Loomis and said, so you know that they're paying attention because they said, is it true? They wanted to verify. Did Lee ask for peace with me? So he contacted me, and I said, yeah, tell him what happened. So he and I got the emails that they sent back and forth, and he said, yes, Lee reached out, wanted to make peace with Anthony. Anthony told him to go fuck his mother verbatim. Why are you asking? So, you know, they're on to Lion Lee. That ain't gonna last, believe me. There's gonna be a big beef going on with them because they're going behind his back and checking. Because why would they be reaching out to try to verify if he made peace with me?
Oh.
So, you know, Lion Lee don't know that, and I'm sure he knows it now. But
Yeah, if they trusted him, they wouldn't be checking around to see what actually happened.
Of course.
But nobody trusts Lee.
How you
No.
enemy and try to make peace with them? What kind of he says loyal? What kind of loyal guy are you that you're gonna come and try to make peace? And that's not even only that. That's a sign of he's a coward. You know, he doesn't.
Of course.
Yeah, that it's two things. He's disloyal. He's a snake. He's a sneak, and he's a pussy. He's trying to, you know, make peace.
Hold on. Who are we talking about? Ricky or
Lion Lee. Lion Lee.
And he's breaking the law every time he's on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Using his son's social security, screwing social security disability.
Right.
He's really screwing his son over too. His son can't monetize his channel.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to pay taxes on all what little Lee had for donations, but still.
That's some real ghetto shit. You know, I know motherfuckers in the hood that put their fucking electric bill in like their fucking
like a toddler's name.
Yeah,
yeah, bro.
You know it, bro. I'm sure you've seen the same thing,
dude.
Lefty.
I got a few friends that fucking, you know, their 2-year-old kid has better credit than me.
Yeah, bro. No
like what
shit.
the fuck?
For real. Yeah.
So did you hear that, Lee? Your best friends are investigating you. They're asking questions about you to see if you truly are loyal to them.
Lita
And
has
let me just
never
tell
had
you,
a best friend.
the people that were asking were in the Gotti camp.
Oh shit.
There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go.
There you go.
Very interesting. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Lee with that, Chicky with butt kissing.
Breaking
John
news. That was
Alite.
breaking news.
And another thing, they don't like Lion Lee.
Oh
Nobody
no.
likes-
Well, that's the thing, bro. Even if you look at her chat, most of the time he's on, from what I hear, half the chat is fucking bashing him the whole time he's on the show. You know what I mean? They don't accept him over there. You know, just she does. That's it. You know what I mean?
Lee doesn't even like Lee.
Nah. Lee looks in the mirror and goes, "You fucking loser. Why do I have to be you, you scumbag?"
Yeah.
Jesse
Who,
Roth.
who the fuck wants to hear make perverted jokes? On
When Lee
fucking
has
chat?
nightmares, he just relives the previous day of his life.
Yeah. What'd you say, Howie?
No, who the fuck wants to hear him on Angel's show making perverted jokes?
I know, it's disgusting.
Especially coming from a mug, look the way he looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Worse. Yeah, exactly. Creepy.
Fucking disgusting. Jesse
Yeah.
Roth said, "Fuck those assholes, you're better." Thank you, Jesse, for the $15.
Yeah.
I appreciate you very much.
Nice.
Jesse
People
Roth
doing what
is
they can.
loyal, huh?
Yeah.
Yo,
man.
Yeah.
Jesse Roth's a savage. Savage on here.
Yeah.
Talk shit with the
Absolutely.
best of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
this is-
going at her one day.
Oh yeah. They like
Yeah,
to
they're
trash
shitbags.
Jesse Roth,
Yeah.
Scumbags.
Fucking
yeah.
assholes.
But you said it, Anthony, bro. This is our side is getting bigger all the time, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And stronger too, bro. It's fucking beautiful. I love it.
Absolutely. Because, we feed off each other, positive
Yeah.
stuff. And people aren't stupid over here. We have a common sense, just like common sense's name. We have common sense.
Yeah.
And, we're intelligent. They can't play them sneaky games with us, like manipulate. We're not people that can be manipulated, and we speak the way it is, and we're growing. They don't like it.
Oh
Especially
no,
Lee.
Oh, I know.
he hates it, man.
Lee's seething. Yeah. He's like, dude.
You hear him? He comes on the thing. He goes, "I hate that little fucking Arilotta. I hate Arilotta."
Hey, FBS.
What's
did
up,
you hear,
bro?
Did you see what Tony Duck said about Highlight?
Yeah. This is the douchebag. He's
Okay.
doing a fucking video.
Somebody said it earlier in the
Just
chat. The
asking.
guy had 9 people watching. It's just ignore that bullshit. He's just
Fuck
looking
that
no,
little
just asking.
elf on the shelf.
Yeah, he's doing a video saying my mother is dying. What a
It's just
scumbag,
weird
You know what I
shit,
mean?
yeah.
Like, yeah. Meanwhile, my mother's in the kitchen right now. I just had a conversation with her.
Nobody's
you know what I'm
watching
saying?
that shit. So.
Stupid ass.
No, how many people are in there? Like 3?
It's clout chasing.
Yeah, but that's why I don't even want to bring it up, because that's why he's doing it. So,
Right.
like,
That's why I didn't come out and just say it.
Yeah. He's trying to get my attention as usual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just wants anybody to accept him.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Listen, Highlight. We saw your.
His
saw
mother
your
came on your show. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. After my mom is long gone, she's still gonna
Yeah.
look better than that fucking whore pig mother of yours. So. Yeah. The fucking big giant fucking bottle glasses. You know what I mean? The Benjamin Franklin glasses.
Yeah,
Her
those
nose
glasses are so
compete
thick
with
she can see
fucking,
into the future.
Yeah,
Her
no
nose
shit.
could compete with that Nazi bitch's nose.
Oh my god, yeah. That's one crazy looking hooker. I'll tell you what.
come on, Pelican. Fly, Pelican.
Fly,
Who's got
Pelican.
that bitch?
Shit. No, I appreciate it, Tony Ducks. Thank you, my man. Somebody texted me about it earlier. It's all good. Fuck
She
it.
can't drink out of a normal glass. She's got to get a straw. Her
Let
nose
that be a
is
lesson
away.
to you, Highlight. Anytime you want attention, your mom could get jokes put at her all of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden we could just dog out your mother for like the next hour. You know what I mean?
Hey,
And
common
she's gonna
sense.
call
Come in.
out each of us individually and ask to lay off poor John Montanez.
Yeah, John Montanez. Yeah, somebody texted me the other day and said, "Is his name really Magelio Montenegro?" I said, "Fuck no! Are you kidding me, bro? That dude is straight Puerto Rican and German.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What a fucking mix too. Holy
Oh, I
shit.
know.
Hey, do you have room for common sense, FBS?
Always.
I always got room for common sense.
Tell him to come on.
All
I
right.
see him in the chat.
Consigliere.
Dude's got his baby
Consigliere.
teeth and adult teeth all in the same mouth.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh my God, he does. He's got teeth on top of teeth, bro. He looks
Wisdom
ridiculous, like a fucking baby shark.
See, this is what he wants right now, though.
Yeah, I know. A fucking guy pretending to be Italian. Fucking last
The
name
big
is
Italian
Bro.
flag.
I looked up his ancestry. He's German and Puerto Rican. What does that mean?
Oh, I
Like an angry
posted it.
drunk with a knife?
I posted his whole family history, his family tree, his
Yeah.
lineage, everything.
Well,
At
he's
the
another
top,
one
he's
like Lee
12%
Cole that
Italian.
failed at the old thing he was doing. He started off as like talking about Freemasonry and like crazy conspiracy crap. Nobody watched that, so he tried to go into the mob genre, and guess what? Nobody's watching that either.
I know. He's almost as big a failure as Stax. I think Stax might actually be more successful than him.
Well, highlight is German for midget.
I Yeah. Well, oh, I wish I still had that picture up. He's all tiny, sitting on that car with $63
Oh my
in
God.
his hand.
Yeah, I remember that. He's like trying to fan out some singles in like 120 and a 5.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude.
Oh man, I wish I had that fucking picture, bro. I took it down out of my overlay.
That's it. I'll tell you one thing. When Anthony paid his bill yesterday and he took out that wad of money, that must have fucking really made them jealous.
Oh, I didn't see that. What?
At the restaurant. Yeah, I didn't realize I did that.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I told him that I saw it when today.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, they can't stand. That's another thing that bothers them. Listen, I have all their information. I know their situations. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, not one of them has 2 fucking nickels to rub together. You know, MRE lives with his mother. You know, Lee lives on welfare. Angel owes tens of thousands of dollars in back taxes.
Listen, let me just tell you about Fat Bastard's situation. He lives so the house that he lives in, the house that I went by the other day and showed you guys the house, that house right there, that house is his sister's house. And before COVID, they were going to get thrown out of it because, you know, when COVID happened, they gave everybody the that extension because of COVID and, you know, and all that stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, listen, this kid will be living in a shelter. This fat bastard will be living in a shelter, you know, because he defrauded the Navy for the $3,300 a month. So he gets that, and he gets another $700 a month for the Social Security. So he makes $4,000 a month. And you know, we all know I own my own house. We all have our own places we live or whatever we got to do. There's bills that come with owning or renting. Even if you rent, they don't pay a mortgage over there. There's 3 people. He lives with the informant that wore the wire on everybody and his sister. There's 3 of them. They don't pay the mortgage there, and it's only a matter of time before the bank comes and takes the house. Then he's going to be out on the street, and he ain't got nowhere to go. And say he does go and get a place, he'll be like living barely month to month when he gets his check.
I believe it. Yeah,
that's a fact. Yeah.
And he acts like a big gangster. You know what I mean? Like
I told him I was going to even buy the house. I said, why don't I buy the house and you guys will just rent it, you know? But it's so far gone that they owe so much back money on the mortgage. Plus the house needs so much fixing up. I mean, you go in the house, you know, it needs so much work, and it's not even worth it. So where's he going to go? He's going to be living at the shelter.
Yeah. Well, that's where they all belong, honestly. All of them. They're all fucking dirt broke. You know what I mean? But yeah, I always knew that was one thing about Chicky. I always believed was a fucking fraud. You know what I mean? He always acted like he had all this money, and you know, he's a baller like that.
Oh yeah, he's supposed. You know the pictures that you see, the money pictures people have. You know, like you can go online and you see a big stack of money people post. He would post that. He would post that and come out of and say, I just hit big at the casino. This is going back 2 or 3. I got some more posts too, by the way, Lefty. I got to send them to you. You got to put them up.
See what I'll do with those, bro. I would take those like I did with Vinny Green. I would do a reverse image search. I would find the real fucking picture. You know what I mean? And I'd fucking call him out on it in a heartbeat. Yeah. I wish he would. Well, do you know what
the funny thing about it was that day. Here's the funny thing. A girl, you know, we all, you know, grew up here. This friend of ours, my friend growing up since we've been in kindergarten, he borrowed money. This fat slob borrowed money from her, borrowed 500 and never paid her back. So when he posted the pictures, we were laughing because when he posted the pictures of the money, that same day, he went to her and her boyfriend to borrow money. The same day he came to my house looking to borrow money. You know, that he says, you know, he never, you know, came here. He was looking to borrow money from me. He had the Gotti cap on, you know, with the Gotti, you know, the team Gotti.
Yeah.
The cap. Yeah. I got pictures of it.
The same day he's posting like $20,000 in his hand.
100 and something thousand.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I thought it was hilarious when Casperosa came on here and he goes, "Oh yeah, Lefty, you know, I got a friend that doesn't like you too much, and I told him you donated." And he goes, "Ah, fuck that kid. I'll double what he donated." And he's like, "How much?" And Chris like, "Oh, I gave 150 so far." He's like, "What? Well, maybe I can match it."
Oh, that's what I didn't realize that's who that was, bro. It didn't even occur to me.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Wow.
That Benny Green thing is a great point earlier, though, too, FBS, because look at that. Every flipping fraud on here has been co-signed by Angel or someone like that at some point.
Well,
you know, I love it when
there.
Code used to do his voice, you know, everybody, you know, however he
What's up,
talked.
everybody?
Yeah, he sounded like the Crypt Keeper mixed with, like, you know, a character from Goodfellas.
Hey, everybody, we're going to talk about FBS tonight.
And
I'm
he'd
over
always say
here in
everything he had
Brooklyn.
was Sicilian. You know, I got a Sicilian bicycle. I got a Sicilian lawn chair. I got Sicilian matches for my Sicilian barbecue grill.
Hey, everybody.
$10,000 computer from Karachi.
Yeah. Common Sense $4.99. I like bite surfboards at the beach for tourists to make it look like Jaws. That's beautiful. Thank you for the $4.99, my friend. I think he'll be joining us shortly. Yeah, bro. This is the funny thing. This is why they're always like the biggest thing they ever caught on anybody over here was when they tried to turn the Jimmy Calandra picture thing into a big fucking scandal, because they have yet to catch anybody over here in any type of fraudulent activity, claiming there's something they're not, or that they own something they don't. You know what I mean? Because we do it to them constantly, but we're always catching them and shit. You know what I mean? So when they find one little thing over here, they jump on it and make a big fucking deal out of it. You know
that picture wasn't even supposed to be taken serious. Like, I don't.
But how
understand.
many? How many things did you catch them on? Like MRE, he's a big informant, right? It comes out, you know, all this. He's a Nazi, you know. The big fraud in my area, all the shit that comes out. I mean, you could be talking till next month about all the shit that he got caught up in. You know, Lion Lee platforms Danny Smith, you know, and puts the biggest fraud on YouTube besides the fat blob in my area. Puts him up and platforms him, and look what comes now. Can you imagine just them things alone? Those three dudes right there. Then they got the guy Chicago on, whoever that guy is. I don't even know nothing about that guy, but they got him on, and all these things that come out about them. I mean, major lies, hypocrisy. You know, just craziness, and they don't realize that, like you said, nothing happens over here. And it's like I always said about the fat pig, he could say 99 lies, but he's told the truth one time. Well, he's telling the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bro. There's different rules for each side. That's one thing I noticed, according to them, anyway. You know
right.
what I mean?
Well, her brother, you know, she wants to say this, but my brother, blah, 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 your brother proffered. I mean, every single thing is a deflection, or, you know, or they lie about it. They make up excuses.
He didn't put nobody in jail.
That's what pisses me off with her. She's calling everybody rats, and her fucking brother's a rat.
And her father called her a rat.
Stepfather called
her.
her
Her father. Yeah, her father or stepfather called her a rat. Yeah, absolutely.
Said
She ain't got much
as
longer.
low
She's-
as Sammy the Bull. He said.
But you know
she
what?
ain't gonna-
And all the people in her chat, they're just agreeing with her. They know he fucking profit, that he's a rat.
Yeah.
Chicky knows it too, but he loves Junior so much he jerks off to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's only because A-Light kicked him to the curb.
But he joins We Push Back because he hates rats so much, and he loves Junior. I don't get it. Like,
Hey,
it
this
doesn't
is
make
how
sense.
much you know. This is how you know how much she hates me. Now you know how much she hates A like the worst person on the earth, right?
Yep.
Well, she said I make A-Light look like a great man.
Wow.
She said something similar about me, bro.
He's a great
That's her way of
man.
insulting people now, is claiming that John A-Light's better than you.
He's a better man than you punk.
And the thing, when I came home, I told you the story. I put the blob with him. If you would just
Blob.
the way he's up the Gotti's ass, kissing them, like a fanboy of the Gottis. He was even worse with John A-Light when I came home. That's the God's honest truth. He was worse with him. Can you hook me up with him? Can you this and I just came home. I don't know nothing about this stuff. I said, Johnny, this guy wants to be. He's on Instagram. He's Chicky the Guinea. He was going by. I said he's gonna message you. Yeah. Tom.
He's not even Italian, right?
Lithuanian Polak.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would love for her. I would love to ask her how would her father have felt knowing that her brother sat down with the prosecutors. I know she'll never answer it, but
if it was me and you, he would have killed us.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Today's a different story, but back then, in that time frame, and especially in the 80s, 70s, 90s, you're dead.
Yeah. And he didn't quit the mob.
No, there is no quitting the mob.
That's right.
Even if the boss is your father.
Yeah, your father didn't want him to take a plea. Never mind, quit. He said, "Don't even take the fucking plea."
Yeah, what's this fucking word? Closure.
Yeah, it's a new '90s term that
Well,
I don't
plus,
like.
anyone that really walks away from the mob, what they actually do, let's say they get really, really old, they hand over their rackets and they're allowed to just go to the rest home and live with what they made. That's about the closest thing to quitting the mob there is if you get so old, you just give away your rackets. The other guys will gladly take your rackets if you're willing to give them up. And, so you can walk away like that, but that's not what Junior did.
No. He didn't let his brother take a plea. His brother had to go to trial and get 50 years. I think he could have got 10 years for that case.
I think less. Yeah.
Hey, I believe they tried to kill him, but when he got stabbed, I don't believe he was breaking up a fight.
Who's that?
Junior, when he got stabbed.
Well, what I heard, this is the story I heard, and I don't know if this is true. I'm just saying this is a story I heard from, I want to say the Blob or whatever, but I heard his own son stabbed him. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true.
Man.
Why would his own son stab him?
I guess he's got one son that's, he don't get along with, that's kind of like got autism. I'm not making fun of it. This is a story I really did hear. And and they had an argument and something happened, and and from what I heard, his son did that. Now that could be wrong. Like I said, that's just a story I heard. But now it's not even me making fun of it or anything.
No, it's just, like you said, and you're not true or false. You're saying this is what I heard.
Yeah.
Well, at least I was right that it wasn't because he was breaking up a fight. So
outside of a CVS, two crackheads fighting in Oyster Bay, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but you know what? If that came from the fat bastard, I don't know if I would believe.
Please, my client was just trying to break up a fight. He's a plumbing salesman. Remember that one, Gunsmoke? You know that line.
I'm sorry, I wasn't
the
listening.
original Gotti movie. Remember when he's walking out after he beat up the dude that parked his car in the road or whatever.
My client sells plumbing supplies.
Was just breaking up a fight. He's a plumbing salesman.
Yeah. That was a good Bruce Cutler too in that movie.
Oh, the dude looked it. Yeah, he looked the part too.
Yeah,
he acted it out.
Neil Delacroix was good in that too. That guy.
Oh, Anthony Quinn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, especially the way he threatened him at the beginning. Like if they would have said you had to go, you see those 2 zips there, you would have gone. You know, he played that off real well.
Yo, Anthony, what's up with those Egg McMuffins, bro?
Oh man,
The boss,
Egg
the
McMuffin.
boss.
Were they good or no?
I got a filth. I can't talk about the Egg McMuffins because I got a filthy mouth. I got a filthy mouth, and I'm the worst of the worst. So.
You're disgusting, Anthony. Shame on you.
Yeah.
She loved you.
What's this world come to? Now it's
she's from New
filthy to say
York.
Egg McMuffin.
She's from New York. She had a notorious gangster father of the 20th century,
Oh,
all
my
time like gangster, and she's never heard a man talk like me.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Me and Chris were fucking making fun of that last night. She's like, I never heard such terrible things come out of someone's mouth.
Right, but then she put the mute. Then she put the earplugs in her ear when the Fat Blob was talking,
Right.
and all the lies that he was saying, and all the shit that he was saying. So when I talked, she heard, but then she muted it when he talked.
Must be. That's selective hearing.
Just like anytime her dad's been on a tape saying naughty language, oh, the government fabricated that. They took snippets of his voice and stitched it together.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. It
You know,
never
she has her own alternate reality machine, is like what you had said a few months back, Lefty, that what she does is she just invents the world how she wants it to be, and she only accepts the information that reinforces her bullshit, and she just spits out
Or
everything else
twists
that
it.
could contradict her view. And then she claims, well, you know, there was no evidence from the other side. It's like you didn't even freaking look at it. You didn't even choose to look at any of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I listened to her for 5 minutes, and I believe me, she ain't got much longer on YouTube.
Nah,
I mean, she ain't gonna last much longer.
I've been hearing that lately.
Yeah,
she's done. She's done. You could, even with me, she was like, so that's my story with you, Arilotta. Okay, so I'm done with it. You know what I mean? It was like she didn't even want to, like, she don't have the bloodlust. She ain't, you know, she don't got it in her. You could just tell she's ready to give it up.
Yeah,
like she was ready to give it up in the car with that Colombo guy.
Yeah, and see, here's a mistake. Like, she said, Lefty said I was in the Colombo, you know, in the car with an active Colombo guy, and see, that was the mistake. I wanted, you know, I was gonna mention that. No, that's the mistake right there. He was active back then. He's not active now.
Well, you know what?
Right.
Will Driver
He was a
from
high-ranking
YouTube is having
Colombo.
Lee Cole on her show every day.
He was a high-ranking Colombo captain, and he threw her out of the car. That's a true story.
Yeah, I heard that from Anthony, and then I heard that from 2 other people.
You're smooching with my brother.
And the guy told me she used to do that to all of them. She used to, you know, always jump in, you know, the car. You don't know my father. You know.
Do you know who I am?
Did you know my father?
Did you know my stepfather?
And his father? And
No,
their
I'm
fathers?
sorry. She's really going into people's cars saying, have you seen my real father? I'd like to meet him.
Are you my father?
Daddy? Hey, Daddy?
Are you my dad? Are you my father?
Maury, who's the father?
Oh, God.
I know. But how about that slime bag, that fucking little weasel MRE, that fucking little scumbag?
Yeah, little knee-high Nazi.
Oh, my God. Little weasel
right now.
informant. Little weasel informant. And he's manipulating the shit out of her, and she's too stupid
Oh,
to see
no.
it.
He's definitely trolling the fuck out of her right now.
Oh, my God.
With
I
the
think it's a
apparent
combination. That's where the
victory
beef is going to come. It's going to come between him and Lee, who can manipulate her more, because they're both trying their hardest to manipulate her. And
Not
that's
even
where the fight.
embarrass and make a fool of her is what this dude's trying to do.
I think, you know, with them checking about Lee, I think that's the first sign of it. You know, it's probably this little weasel saying, why would he be reaching out to this guy to make peace? You got to check into this. This is not good, Angel, with his little slimy voice. And that's the little first little dent right there. But they ain't going to last one.
He showed his true colors the other day. He came on the show making believe he didn't know what was going on, and he didn't fucking take her side. He played the fucking middle.
Right. Right. With
With that little ketchup kid.
And he kept cutting her off. He was cutting her off with his little and then he brings his boyfriend on, the little that little homo Damian Argenti. My father was a made guy. Gives a fuck.
If MRE was hard to understand that night, that's because he was gargling Damien's balls in between sentences.
Please shout out Bradley Fountain, $4.99 super sticker. Thank you very much, Bradley. Sorry, guys. My mom made me some chicken piccata earlier. I just ate it.
Nice.
Oh, you mean your mom's not on her deathbed?
Yeah, no.
You know.
No.
It's FBS's last meal with her. That's all.
Yeah. She was out all day Christmas shopping.
Smother her with a pillow now.
But they're fucking sick because we're taking over the fucking mob tube, and they fucking are sick right now. They're throwing up. They see it coming, you know. That's why, FBS. That's why he didn't want me on your show, because he knows, once this starts happening, he knows where this is going to go, and that is exactly where it's going. And you know, that's another reason why he didn't want me on your show, and not only because to expose him, which we weren't ever. I don't think we were going to talk about that dude. Were we? I don't think it was even, his name wasn't even mentioned when I was coming on, right?
No, not at all.
No, it was just I was coming on your show.
Cross your mind.
Yeah.
Him and that Damien, like after every show, must fucking laugh to each other. Laugh about how they mislead
how broke they are, and they don't got no money. They're on drugs still.
Well, they see keep in mind they're trolls, and they've been that way for years. They see capturing Angel Gotti for a while as a gigantic W for them. And once they're done, you can already see what they're doing. They're going to ditch Angel by bringing on Nazis and other scum onto her show and make, to where she basically loses her own credibility. And that's how they'll part it out. Sort of like the take everybody out while you can thing that the Nazis, the real ones, did at the end of the Second World War. But that's how he thinks. He's going to sabotage her show like he just did the other day with whatever that whole racist ex-cop. He's gonna wreck her own career as he pulls away. He'll never turn on his actual troll buddies that have been doing this with him for years. You know,
well, they thought Angel was a score before until she started blowing up MRE's phone late at night, saying, "Why won't you talk to me? Let's go out. We can have a good time. I'll show you a good time, MRE."
You don't know my father.
My father.
Yo, JC, you know how they were doing the funerals and stuff? Remember that?
Yeah, I got voted.
We should have
one. Yes.
Yeah, we should have our own Nuremberg trials.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's fucking done. Yeah.
Make a graphic of a bunch of all of Slob Tube sitting in that docket that all the Nazis had to sit in.
Yeah, like Goebbels, not Goebbels, Goering, and all them.
Yeah, we'll name their names
Fat
once
was
at a
in the
time,
chat tonight?
and they'll say 9 and rather than not guilty.
Oh, I found a picture of Lee watching his brother get abused by all those wrestlers. I put it on the thumbnail for the show tonight.
Oh, Jesus. Casey Robinson, $12. Angel glorified but is not in the mob. That's like saying Lee isn't a virgin because he watches porn. Thanks, Casey Robinson. Thank you very much for the $12.
Well, Lee likes to go at all of us and look at our old, go in our history, Google us, dig up dirt on us. You guys, I don't know if you know, but he is, if you do that to him and you go back and you look at that case, I did a little bit of it the last couple of days. Do you know how much ammunition is there? And not to pick on his brother, not to say that, but the way his actions to do with his brother's situation, they're despicable. I mean, if you look at that tape and you look at everything from when he was getting that even the guy interviewing him, you could tell he wanted to spit on Lee. Did you guys see that interview?
Yep.
Wait, which
Yeah,
one was it?
There's an interview where this guy was interviewing Lee. And you know when people lie, they look down and to the left, they don't look, straight ahead.
Yeah.
The whole interview, Lee was doing that. And you could tell when the guy was talking to him, he was asking him great questions. And he
Is
didn't
that the
have
one
no,
where
like,
Lee is standing up?
yeah,
like 2 years ago. I saw a clip of that. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. That's a long interview. If you watch that interview and you pick it apart, right? There's so much ammunition with that he does to him. Not to pick on his brother, but the way he handled everything. He got 20,000. He was laughing. He was saying how he got 20,000 out of it, and the brother was, at 13 or 14. Come on.
Listen, Lee co-opted his brother's suffering.
I'm gonna drop the link for that interview.
You don't let a guy. When I was 13 or 14, the difference between a guy bringing you in a hotel room and wanting to rub your feet and then jerking off over you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that. And
I was
then
stealing
it continued on till he was 22. I mean, that's not molestation. That's the kid was just maybe gay. I mean, they got these kids today, 5 or 6. They're saying, yeah, I don't want to be a boy no more. I want to be a girl. And they're letting them fucking, chop their dicks off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like today. And so it's like, you're talking to me, a 14-year-old, and it continued up until he was 22 years old.
Yeah.
And then they try to go at the wrestlers. It was a scheme. And then, this is another thing. They never proved that there was any, there was what do you call it, sexual
misconduct,
but they never proved it to Lee's brother. It never came out. He ended up getting a settlement for that because they wanted to hush it up and just let this go away, and he got a settlement, but it was never proven that actually happened. And Lee ended up getting the money, and that was only the tip of it. I didn't even watch the whole thing. There's so much ammunition here, with this guy, and he hates it. Like, he wants to bring up people's families, and he wants to talk about people's past. That right there is despicable, especially he's the older brother and of this kid.
Is that how Lee got all those big TVs and stuff that he brags about, the new computer? From all the settlement money?
Has anybody seen?
Nah, that was 30 years ago.
I got petty cash. I got petty cash, 10,000, and then another 10,000 they gave me. It was petty cash. But,
petty cash.
It was good to have in my pocket.
I need some of that petty cash.
Petty cash for Lee Cole. That was like.
That's what he said. It was petty cash.
Yeah, he said they gave me petty cash. He said it a few times. It was petty cash, $10,000 in cash, and then they wanted to give him another 10,000 once everything. He said, "No, I want the 10,000 now." So then he got the. Then he had no. And then he was supposed to sign some type of
non-disclosure agreement.
Non-disclosure.
And he had
he
no
violated
intention,
that.
Yeah, exactly. He had no intentions of doing that. So he scammed them out of the money. The 20,000, he scammed them out of the money. I mean,
he
there's
wanted
so much.
to profit up his brother's story.
You could
and what
do a
happened,
show.
His brother got even more depressed.
I mean, you could do a show just on that, and not to whatever going at the brother for whatever reason. I mean, I wouldn't care. I'm just saying, but people would maybe care about that. But there's so much ammunition with his own mouth that he said that he he likes to do that to us and go after he even goes after families. He even goes after anything he can dig up. I did a lot of research. Can you imagine doing a show? Well, I did a lot of research on you too, Mr. Lion Lee, and it's very, very bad. And then just do the whole show on all that stuff, pick it apart.
Yeah, bro. There's a lot there. You certainly could.
Then I came across another one too. There was another one, some other guy, not that interview, but there was another guy talking about all that. That was like a big scandal, I guess, back then.
Common sense. What's up,
fellas?
Yo,
hey,
how you doing, brother?
Yeah.
What's up, Anthony? How are you, man?
Real
good, my friend. Man. How are you?
Good. I missed most of the show. I'm gonna have to watch it back, but I see you got a good panel on tonight. FPS, how you doing, my man?
Yeah.
Good. Now that you're here, bro, I'm gonna shut the show down.
Oh, thanks, you fucking asshole.
No, I'm just fucking.
You would, dude. I'm out of here, man. That's it.
We were talking about how we're taking over YouTube.
Hey, does anybody know why
here.
SoFlo got mad and stopped his show today?
What do you mean? What
He
happened?
just had to leave.
Yeah, I do. I know the answer to that, and you'll have to wait till tomorrow. SoFlo told me everybody will have to wait one day, but I do because I was on the show.
Yeah, I know. I
Talked
saw
right
you
after.
was on there. Yeah.
Yo, JC, text it to me right now. God damn it.
Yeah, you know what? I can tell you off the record. I'll send you an IG message. You'll laugh actually.
Well, send it to him now, and then he can text me and tell me.
Hey, are these fat fucking scumbags over there on SlobTube listening to what Anthony's telling them, so I don't get blamed for looking up this shit? Motherfuckers. Apparently, I'm the only one that owns a computer around here.
Yeah. Well, you're just
I'm looking up all this shit. These fucking cocksuckers. That fat pig over there. That's what I'm referring to her from now on. She's pissing me off. I can't stand this fucking broad.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a clip. She's on there accusing me. She's fucking lying through her teeth like Lee, that fat fucking miserable bastard down there in fucking Texas. She's taking on his role. She's on here saying that an FBS Gunsmoke, whatever. You guys know since I first started coming on here. Have I ever been some what they call anti-rat fucking whatever?
No.
She said that tonight.
I think it was yesterday. Somebody sent me a clip where she's like, "Oh, and Common Sense is another fake. He used to come on here and go after all the rats. He used to talk shit about every one of them, including they like, bitch, no the fuck I didn't."
No agenda,
you know what? You know why they're saying that? Because it got under Lee's skin the other night when we were doing I think it was the day we did the Chickie video, the fat pig video with him getting beat up by the midget, and you were on the side, remember? And we were all there, but you were there. You were there, but on the side, and they were pissed off, that we were all there, but you were actually present there also but you just weren't on the video. Yeah, he was all bent out of shape about that.
These people are fucking clowns, man. They really are. They're miserable, fucking lying clowns. And I don't know if you touched up on it because I saw the title of the show and whatnot about that show that Lee did there, that Francis and Sammy one. This guy is so petrified of Anthony. It's fucking hilarious, man. This guy the other day was saying how him and the knee-high Nazi over there, that little neo-Nazi rat cuck incel fag from Rhode Island out there. He's saying that Anthony was just a marijuana dealer. He had a little marijuana crew. He was never nothing. And then Lee's like, "Oh yeah, he was nothing." Blah blah blah. And then in the video, Lee's saying, "And Anthony, you're on the level of Francis and fucking Sammy. You're too big for this stuff going on these little fucking channels." So it's like, well, yesterday you were saying the guy was nothing but a low-level weed dealer with a little crew, and now you're saying he's a fucking mob boss that should be up there with fucking. Why don't you make up your mind, you little?
You know why? Because he didn't know who the fuck Anthony was until somebody told him, and then he was like, "Oh, my bad." Okay. Probably.
I thought it was because he was fucking scared to death, and he's trying to get Anthony from coming on the shows by because he does that little backhanded compliment and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I talked about that in the beginning of the show. Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah, he was talking about Sammy and Michael, and he said, they're taking over fucking the mob genre and all that shit. And he said that Anthony shouldn't be worried about him. He should be doing his own thing like they are, and he could be big. And yeah, he does his little subliminal bullshit, because he is scared.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, he's scared to death. You can tell 100%.
And that's it. And I said this last night.
Conspiratorial he thinks too. He thinks just because his daughter went on to Mike Franzise's show that somehow they're now going to take over all of this sector of YouTube and carve it amongst themselves. Give me a flipping break. Who the hell extrapolates that kind of a conclusion out of something as simple as a flipping interview with someone's family member?
Right. A guy who can't say Fiordolino.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Yes, him.
If he just calls him.
Go ahead, Kama.
He can't even say Howie. He said handsome Howie.
I know he called him Harry the other day. Yeah, he's handsome Harry now. No, I was just gonna say that he gave up. He gave up on Fiordolino because he calls him Frank F now. Just fucking.
Oh my God.
But he calls him Frank F. He gave up. It's hilarious. Yeah.
People don't understand. They don't understand. Be yourself. Be your own man. Be authentic. Be genuine. You are who you are. If you come out and just act like yourself without making up and a disguise and trying to be something else, you'll make it over here because everyone has their own individual authentic personalities. I'm not Sammy the Bull. I'm not Mike Francesi. You know, when Sammy got out of jail back in the when he was in his 40s, and he did that 5-year sentence, he did that thing, you know, and he got in trouble with the drug thing and everything. That was his thing that he did, you know, back then. Who's to say Sammy would be, you know, Sammy's 70-something years old, Mike is 70-something years old. Who's to say if they weren't younger, they wouldn't be with us kicking it right now?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know, they're 70-something years old. They're older men, and everybody has their own style, and that's who they are. If you want to be a fake and be a copycat, that's what gets you in trouble on this. And when you want to come out and lie and be a fake and portray yourself a certain way, that's when you get into all this trouble on here. That's what the Blob got in trouble for.
Yeah, I could see Sammy wanting to hang out with us, not Michael.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. He definitely seems
I don't see Francesi wanting to do that.
And don't forget, Michael got the head start with the Jesus stuff. So when he got out and he did all that stuff, he went into the Jesus ministry and all that. He had a 20-year run with that. He had that from the 90s all the way up until like 2016, 17. He was preaching and he was doing all that stuff. So he had all those followers. Now when the mob genre and the mob tube started picking up, then he started putting up the gangster shit again now. So he, now he flipped it towards the ministry and the gangster stuff. But he had a 20-something year run with the Jesus stuff.
Yeah, he built up a base
I think
with
he
the
was
Christians.
I think he was trying to get a cop out to try to get Anthony to stop coming on here because he's scared. He don't like getting the abuse, man. But guess what? You fat fuck, you deserve it more than anyone. You're the fucking worst of the worst.
Yeah. Before you came on, we were talking. Well, first of all, he begged me to come on his show in the past. You know, he begged me to come on, but then he just tried to make peace with me.
Anthony, he would love to have you on right now.
He would try to make
for sure. Yo, Lee, how funny is it that I didn't even ask Anthony to come on my show. He actually asked me, but still you couldn't pay to get him on.
Right?
Didn't he try to fucking? Didn't you tell him? Yeah. I'll go on your show if you pay me, right?
Yeah. Well, at that time he was friends with Gene. When he tried to get me on, that's when he was talking with Gene. And I reached out to Gene. I said, this guy wants me on his show. I go, keeps messaging me on Facebook. I go, tell him I'll go on the show if he pays me money.
And he says that he won't never pay anybody to do an interview. Listen, it's not that he won't, it's that he can't.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not out of principle. It's out of being
broke. It's not
broke.
principle. Trust me. If he had the 500,000, whatever somebody would want, he'd have to fucking pull another Cinnamil scam to fucking get the guy on his show.
No shit. The guy fucking
that's Lee's
packets and condiments for dinner.
He heard about Francis's gas tax scam. He's like, "Oh, dude, I got my own gas scam, dude. I need money for a trip." Fucking clown,
dude. My dog.
Hey, if exactly, if he could get one of them guys on his show, you think he would say, "Oh, well, I don't have guys that cooperated on my show." In a heartbeat, he would have them on.
Look what he's done to everyone that's been on there. He's fucking had them on and then trashed them right after. And don't forget, this is the same guy that used to say everybody has the right to do an interview. That's what these shows are for. We have the right to interview whoever you want, and these people can go on whoever's podcast and do interviews. That's their right. So so what do you have a problem with people doing other people's podcasts for? Then you fucking crybaby. You know what I mean? He's a fucking lowlife, man. That guy's a scumbag. And whoever hangs out and supports that guy, shame on them. You know what I mean? And shame on that other fat pig over there, too. I'm fucking sick. I'm sick of her. And I usually don't talk about her like that, but I'm sick of her shit, man. Oh, I really am,
She's Carmen, she's a liar. I just caught her tonight. And, I listen, if like you said, if they're going to talk about you, tell the fucking truth.
100%.
When you hear them short. And as soon as I started listening, the first words out of her mouth, lie. So I texted her. I went into the chat, but they were ignoring me. But
they probably got you blocked. They probably blocked
they got me blocked. Yeah.
Make one of them other 87 accounts like they got and fucking go in
Were
there.
you on Tony Soulflow show when I said Chickie's daughters blew everybody that day? You were on the show, right?
Yeah. I came on right after. Yeah.
Said the daughters blew me, right? I
you
said
said,
the daughter. I said your
everybody in
daughter
town
sucked
or something.
everybody's. Your daughter sucked everybody's cock in the city, not mine.
Yeah, in the city. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So she switched it around and said, "I said me."
And Chicky had to
You know what I
play
mean?
the pity card and say, "Oh, we're 12 and 13." Like nobody said that either. You dumb
Yeah,
fuck.
and he did, and Chicky didn't correct her.
No,
But that chick, but Lefty, remember when he went on your show yesterday, and he said something about 11 and 12, and you said, "What are you talking about, Chicky?" He never. What are you talking about? So he went and crying to her. That's his stepmom. He went and crying to her and told her that, and then that's the lie she came out with today on the show.
I had Stone Sailor on my show, and that was his whole thing. He's like, "I'm gonna go on there and get this guy to make it feel bad for me and pity me and shit."
Right, and I got to
then
talk to Stone Sailor because
and
this Navy stuff with him is a bunch of bullshit.
oh, I know. I'm gonna post that tonight.
The fat slob was in the Navy, yes, but he got out of the Navy fraudulently. Okay, he threw this stuff in his face. He had that disease before he even fucking went into the Navy. So he used that. He threw the stuff in his face, and that's how he got out of the Navy.
And Chicky reminds me of that character Sloth from the Goonies, and Angel reminds me of the really old woman who was the old Italian mob boss woman. You know.
Oh yeah, Lee reminds me of that thing coming out of that movie Arnold Schwarzenegger was in that guy's stomach. I put it on my short. That Quado guy or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it out of his stomach. The alien movie Predator was like the Alien Predator or something like that. You know that surgery that he had done for the fat people?
The lap
morbidly fat?
Yeah,
the big slow. That's what I call him from now on. Instead of the Big Show, the WWF fan, the Big Slow. Right to the fat fucking Texas.
Oh, he had
he was 500. Yeah, he was 500 pounds before. He said it on an old show. He used to be over 500 pounds, that fat fuck. I think he's almost close back up there, to be honest with you.
Right now he's
but
at
he should
a comfortable 445.
Yeah, he should see if they have that same surgery for his fucking 87-pound tongue, dude. You want to hear? You want to hear how this guy pronounces words?
He's definitely the biggest piece of Texas trailer park trash. They say everything's bigger in Texas. Well, Lee Cole is bigger in Texas.
I think they put that lap band on his brain instead of his stomach.
You ever hear him say words? Listen to this idiot.
November 4th, 2003.
The 4th of July, guys.
November 4th, 2003.
I love playing that.
November 4th.
The 4th. May the 4th be with you.
It's the 4th.
This guy's the worst of the worst, people.
Hello, people.
Yeah, what is with these
Scumbag
guys
right
and abusing their own mothers as well? Lee and Chicky both.
God, you should have seen the way he talked to his mother.
You know.
I guess Angel forgave Chicky.
Did she?
She thinks I got a bad mouth. You should have seen the way
Oh, I
this pig
know.
used to talk to his mother. My God.
He used to disrespect his mom in front of you guys?
Listen, we'd be over the house, you know, younger, and he'd be fat and eating, and she goes, "Dave, why do you got to keep eating like that? Look at your friend Tony. Why do you got to keep eating like that?" He goes, "Shut your fucking mouth, you fat fucking pig."
What?
He'd throw the sandwich at her. He goes, "You fat fucking whore." He'd call her, "You." I swear to God, I'm not even lying. He would. I used to piss my fucking pants. He goes, "Shut the fuck up, you fat fucking whore. Why don't you go fucking suck dad's dick?"
Wow.
Yeah, but instead she made you an Egg McMuffin.
She said, "Anthony, you want some late breakfast?"
Yeah, sit down, honey.
then he played the victim role. My mother loved you like a son.
Yeah, she loved you a lot.
My mother loved you.
She loved you long time.
I gotta get this other clip. Well, I'm gonna pull it up. Wait. What's the fucking name of this animal's fucking show tonight? What's she talking about there? That title. Who's that? What's that all about?
That was the thing. She started with me, but she only went. It was like about a 3-minute thing, and then she said, "That's it, Arilotta. I'm done with you." And that's it. And she started with the Chicago Muscle, crying about his wife or whatever that is, abusing her. And then
say that about you? Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, like she says, "What is it?" So he said that when I said that on SoFlo show, I said that his daughters blew me. I never said that. So she says, if that's the case, they were 11 and 12 years old. But see how they go that route. Why couldn't they have blown me when they were 19 and 20 or 24 years old when I came out of prison? Why do you have to go that route and say that they were that age? Why couldn't they have blown me when I was
why did they
20
even
something?
She
go
likes to
the
take
route?
cheap shots.
Why did they even go the route of saying you said that? You said they
Right. So
slept
what is
around
it? So
town.
she said. So is that true, or are you a liar? So I
Well-
texted her. I go, I didn't say. So I texted in the chat. I said, I didn't say they blew me. I said they blew the whole city of Springfield.
Yeah.
And I said, drop the link.
That's a lot of
you fat pig.
blowjobs.
Listen, man, Chicky's daughter was getting beat by her boyfriend because she was sleeping around, and Chicky couldn't even fucking defend his own daughter. He
I
had to
talked
have
to
fucking
Albert today
Albert
for 2
knock him
hours.
out.
I talked to him for 2 hours. He said it's 100% true story. He says exact. And you know who was there? The brother was there. His brother. And when the kid actually, Albert knocked the kid out. When the kid got up, the brother hit him in the head with a bottle, and the kid ran out of the club. And the fat slob didn't do nothing to defend his daughter.
Damn.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm about to get this clip of this little knee-high Nazi telling on himself on an Angel show the other night.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they make this. This guy always slips and makes these comments about stuff. You know what I mean? Did you guys see the part when the guy came on and confronted him about being a fucking rat that we all know he is? And the first thing that comes out of his mouth is "Go fuck your mother." That's his response when Angel and Josie wanted them to bring him on the show, right? Now, why do you think that high Nazi would come off and say that right off a rip?
Yeah. Because it's true.
Angel and them would want them to knock him right off of the fucking show because she thinks they're about to just start swearing and arguing. So instead of him addressing the issue, the first thing out of his mouth is "Go fuck your mother." And Angel, oh, that's it. We're gonna kick this guy off. Sorry, you came in here acting like that.
Hey, you guys want to hear a clip of Lee dissing John Jr. and MRE?
Guy on a pedestal. That's what I'm trying to say. It's something like MRE, people. Remember, mob rats.
People.
We went after mob rats, and there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes right now with that whole mob rats thing. People that are close and are defending mob rats right now, that whole thing is falling apart behind the scenes. And from John Gotti Jr. wants nothing to do with it. And I can say that because I heard
jerk
directly. This whole thing going on with mob rats, he's like, no, I don't want no part of it.
There it is, right there. That's it. So you see that? You hear that? He basically
said
he's claiming that John Jr. knows who MRE is and is deliberately staying away.
Well,
yeah, but what you didn't hear on that, what you didn't hear on that tape is he said, and I don't want no part of my half sister Angel either.
So this
he don't
guy,
even invite her to the fight.
Oh no, she makes a big
she
scene
doesn't
of
go.
not going to the fight, so everybody is paying attention to her and saying, "Oh, poor Angel."
No, when the
she
son
doesn't go because it's so violent. You know, she doesn't want to see her nephew get into a fight or get bloody or something. She doesn't have the stomach for it.
Oh boy, another one.
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
Fucking her and Jade.
I don't know. I can't stand these people, man.
You're right, Common. They lie. It's like, and then it's so crazy because they lie and then they say, I wish these people would just tell the truth after they tell their lies.
Yeah, and they always tell everybody, post your proof. If you're going to say something, post your proof. Well, why don't you post a proof?
Right,
why don't you post a proof when you keep running around telling people that I dox somebody and that I look up people's info? I want you to tell me who the fucking person is and show me a piece of proof.
Yeah,
because what they're doing is they're trying to dog whistle to their little fucking minions to go out and do some degenerate shit by putting jackets on people on here, knowing it's going to trigger people to piss them off. You know what I mean? So that's why they lie and come up with the shit that they do. Just like when they say stuff about you, Anthony, or Lefty, or Jack, or JC, or Gunsmoke, whoever it is, it doesn't matter. They got a little fucking agenda.
Hey, speaking of
You know
that
what I mean?
shit, common sense, our old friend Callie Zimmerman showed up on her show yesterday in the chat claiming that I doxed his family's pictures to everybody over here and blah, 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 and threatening me. Well, what he didn't remember was he actually texted me a copy of his driver's license just without the number itself on there, but all of his address and everything else was texted over. And he used to text that to everybody because he used to try to tell people how hardcore he is. Look at the
Fuck
city
that
I live
little
in. There's lots of
choir
crime
boy.
over here.
Yo,
You
the
know?
dude said I wrestled and played football in high school, dude. I
Yeah.
got yearbook photos of this dude on the tennis team and in the fucking choir.
Angel talks to him directly now and listens to the garbage he says. She pulls up his chat stuff now on her screen, and look,
Dude,
it's amazing. She
Listen,
listens
that
to the
kid
worst
came
trolls.
on my show and literally for an hour made a fool of himself, telling everyone how he grew weed and this and that, and was telling us about strains that didn't exist for like 5-6 years.
Who you talking about?
Fucking
George
Callie G, aka the guy that has 2 women's names. It's like Renee, like some other broad's name.
Yeah, some
What
fucking
his name is, but he's got 2 women's. He has 2 women's names for fucking first
some
names.
dude
Renee
who, you know,
dude.
pulls guns
guy-
on middle-aged mothers in fucking convenience stores.
This guy claims that he got arrested in some sting, some setup where they had like, I don't know, 40, 50 pounds in a car one day, and everybody else went to jail but him. You know, that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's on here talking about how he used to grow weed, and you know, I was texting Lefty at the time, like, you know, some shit. We were watching it, and I'm like, ask him for some names of shit he was growing. He was giving names of like cookies and all these shits, but he was saying it was back in like 2002 when the shit didn't come out till like 15 years later. You know what I mean? Like, people fucking, they tell on themselves, man. When you get them talking and they got to answer a question, you just ask them 1 or 2 things and let them talk, because they fucking tell on
And
themselves
he's
every
telling
time.
us about like how he grew and what he grew with, and fucking if that was the case, they would be the size of the Central Park fucking Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, he was saying he was getting 2 pounds of plant or something like that. What the fuck, dude? And you cannot do that inside, man. It's impossible, dude. You're fucking crazy,
never
bro.
heard of that either.
There's no such fucking thing, dude.
That's what I mean, dude. These people come on and then other people back their bullshit.
You know, Callie
I
G's
can't
himself
believe it,
was
you know?
a creation of Lee Cole, ironically enough, because he asked me about pot stuff, right? And I referred him to my old co-host, his name was M. Callie. Mike McAllister's his name. He's cool with all that. And I told Lee, go talk to my old co-host. And he assumed I said Callie G's, who'd been in his chat. And so he hit him up saying, yeah, I heard you were really into pot. You know, JC said you were. And that's actually how that scumbag started going on Lee's channel and then iLight's channel after that. And then, you know, that's how he got noticed. And it's no wonder he's a fraud. Like, he was discovered, quote unquote, by Lee Cole, you know.
Dude,
That should have
accidentally
been the first sign right there.
We had a running joke with this dude. Like, yo, I was talking to Common Sense on the phone. I'm like, yo, who's this dude remind me of? I'm like, George Zimmerman, the kid who killed the kid with the hoodie, right? I'm like, dude, he looks like him, acts like him, everything. So fucking, I go, yeah, man, you're Callie George, right? And he goes,
he loved it. That kid loved it.
Dude, loved it. Thought he was talking about like Boston George, the guy from Blow.
Yeah.
And fucking, dude,
we were trolling the fuck out of him.
People.
How can he carry a gun if he got arrested?
Because he's a snitch.
Oh, okay.
Well, the blob can.
They fucking, the
blob
can
can,
you know, skate away from state charges like MRE skates away from Fed charges.
That's the thing too. That day on SoFlows when I came on there, Anthony, the one you was talking about with the daughter shit, that same show. Remember, I was asking him. I said, "Dude, how can you tell me that the state of Mass, you know, that we're all from, anybody else that got picked up with that case would have got indicted by the state, man, with a 5-year minimum mandatory? How come you didn't get charged?" And he's, "Oh, they got this law about not bringing guns across state lines." I'm like, all right, so why doesn't every fucking gangster in the state only carry a Smith & Wesson then? That makes no fucking sense.
But here's the thing. You're right, Common. But then the reason we can't carry the guns is because every one of us, the state would have picked up the case on us.
Exactly.
So I mean, why didn't they pick up the case? And that's what they said in the beginning. Yeah, the feds can't do nothing, but the state's probably going to pick it up. The state never picked it up.
Right.
100%.
How could the feds do nothing?
He got hit with a missed. Oh no, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the law is there is some weird law that if the gun doesn't cross the lines and everything, and it was bought. Smith and Wesson's the gun factory. If it was bought here and they can't prove that, that is a law. But it doesn't pertain to guys that are in that life. If this guy's supposedly a Genovese guy associate, and he got just hit with a Latin King case, and they're not going to pick it up on the fucking state level,
right?
Yeah.
And then not only that, but they only charged him with basically a misdemeanor ammo possession when he already has a jacket with the feds and prior convictions. So his sentencing guidelines were for the minimum of I think 1 year, 12 months was the max, which means they didn't hit him with a felony because the felony ammo possession is faced up to 10 years. Right. So not only did he get the bottom end of the ammo possession charge, but then he didn't even get charged with the state charge at all, which carried a minimum 5 years, minimum mandatory 5 years, day for day. Plus an additional, because it was a fully loaded firearm, it's a separate charge in Mass, 2.5 years for a loaded firearm. So that's 7.5 minimum mandatory.
Yeah, with a loaded gun.
So those are all separate charges in Mass. Mass has really, really, really strict gun laws in the state of Mass.
Yeah, I got caught with a gun when I was 20 years old. I got a 5-year sentence, a mandatory one.
Exactly. So,
and my co-defendant in one of my cases, bookmaking cases, he was another guy that just answered the phone. That's all he was. Good guy. And when they raided his house, they found in his car, they found the gun, and there was no way out for it. He had to get a 3-year mandatory sentence. My lawyer was the best, Vinny Bongiorno. You know him, Common. And
Bongiorno's a good lawyer.
And he said, "Listen, there's nothing I can do for him unless he, cooperates. I mean, there's no way out of it. He's going to get 3 years mandatory." And me and him went upstate together. I did the whole. I had a 3 to 3.5 in the state, 29 months in the Fed, and he did the whole 3 years with me. There was no way out for him.
Yeah, that's it, man. There's nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? There's not. The law is the law. You know what I mean? It's simple, man.
He was living with the head of the Latin Kings, his nephew. He had organized crime tag.
Another rat.
See, the thing is that people don't know, and I know that Anthony and Jack, you guys will know especially, man. When you got that jacket on you, right, as being involved with OC, anything you do is going to be looked at a microscope, and then it's going to be
magnified.
And anytime that they think that they could squeeze you for information, they're going to try to get you on the max in order to put you in that spot. So why wouldn't they charge him with something that carried a minimum mandatory of a minimum of 5 years? You see what I'm saying? In order to get him to say something when he's living with the guy who was under the RICO indictment. They'd want to squeeze the guy.
Right.
And then you know what I mean?
He directed his brother to the head of the organized crime task force.
That's a true story.
And you know what's important? You know what's important when you look at why the state didn't charge him? Go back to what the brother was saying. Who was the guy that Chicky introduced or told the brother to go talk to? It wasn't the guy that was in charge of the feds. It was the guy that was in charge of the statewide police.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So when you pair that up with him already knowing the state police OC division and the fact that they didn't charge him with a state charge facing a felony that was 5 to 10 times more serious than the federal gun case, then you have to be like, well, where there's smoke, there's fire. This don't make sense. You know what I mean?
Here's a bigger kicker. So when this dumbass said he got pulled over by the new head of organized crime task force and fucking harassed and searched for a gun, well, people made phone calls and talked directly to this guy, and he said no, never pulled him over. He's the kind of guy we would get information from. And this is the important part. I'm not saying he did give information, but I'm not saying he didn't.
Right.
Why
there was no
problem.
There was no problem with the mobtube stuff. There was no problem with any, bad blood going on between people going on chats. There was none of that stuff going on, and his lawyer knows it. The lady that called directly called the state trooper that heard verbatim out of his mouth, heard word for word that the guy that he said pulled him over never pulled him over ever. And then she called his lawyer. She called the Fat Blob's lawyer and told him and said, this kid said he got pulled over and this and that. It's all a lie. He just got off the phone with the fucking head of the organized crime task force, the state trooper. He said it never happened. And I go, what'd the lawyer say? He goes, he's crazy. The lawyer knows he's got issues. That's why
he has to.
Bring your lawyer on and ask him, tell him to back that story up. Like you brought him on. Tell him to back that story up that you got pulled over by the cop.
Chicky can't afford to get him on
You
here
remember me asking that guy on the show on SoFlo show. I said, Chicky, you're in contact with your lawyer. He came on here before. I don't even need him to come on. I said, I want you to call your lawyer and tell him to post the Massachusetts state law that says that you can't be charged with that firearm because it didn't cross state lines. I said, that's not state law. That's federal law. I said, I want to see the state one. All you got to do is post the fucking statute from the Massachusetts general laws. Post it. That's why. Have you heard him? Have you heard him since say anything about it? I bet not. He said, "Oh, I'll do that. That's easy. That's easy, Common. That's easy. All right, we'll post it. Where's it at?"
Well, dude, he also said he didn't get beat up by a midget. So,
well, that's why he keeps posting the Navy stuff. I was in the Navy. He keeps deflecting. Nobody's saying you weren't in the Navy.
Wait, you see the post tonight? What I post tonight with the Navy? More stolen valor. Ridiculous stolen valor.
You were the one that posted the Navy I don't know if it was Twitter tweet or something about the ship he was on that got blown up. This guy says that he got blown up.
Did I send that
on
to
a
you?
ship?
No, send it now. The one
he got blown up on a ship.
The new one.
Yeah.
The ship did exist, but the problem is that ship didn't get blown up until 20 years later, halfway across the world, not in fucking Hawaii where he said it happened.
And the other ship he mentioned,
he's like, I was on the Maine when it was blown up by the Spanish.
The other ship he mentioned in that fucking story was decommissioned in 1978.
Well, no, listen. I don't lie like these guys do. There was two ships, and if you look at the code for the battleship that he says he was on, that ship was active at that time.
I'm going to tell you the one he was.
The
I got the
Cimarron
post right here.
Before that,
do you know the name? Do you know the name? Do you know the name, Common? Do you know the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to tell you it right now. Hold on.
Okay, the Cimarron. Yeah. All right. Well, there was a Cimarron decommissioned in.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you it right now.
I was unaware of there.
It was the Cimarron. It was the USS Cimarron.
Dude,
it's ready.
There's a different post.
It's ready. It's no, it's this one. He goes Chicky Chickatelli, San Diego USS Midway and Aircraft Carrier Museum excursion Friday at 12:34. This is October 6, 2019. Chicky, as a teenager, got hit in the head and eye on the USS Cimarron A0177. That was part of the USS Midway Aircraft Battle Group. Was fully retired at 22 years old because terrorists put a sticky bomb on the side of the USS Hool. Probably meant to say Cole, but he said Hool. That was moored right next to my ship.
Yep.
USNR second class gunner's mate.
Now, the USS Cole did get bombed. It wasn't by a sticky bomb.
Yemen.
It was by a submarine. It was by a submarine, basically an attack boat by terrorists. And that was done in Yemen in 2000. It was fucking 10, 15 years later, halfway across the world.
It was a boat filled with explosives.
Right. So,
it was a suicide
let me tell you
boat.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, Osama bin Laden had that. It was like part of his terrorist cell. There was like
happened.
Yeah.
This guy's saying that he was on a boat that wasn't even around till 10, 15 years later when it blew up. And he was on the ship, and that's why he got the scar on his head, because it got fucking blown up. Like, this guy's delusional. Apparently, he doesn't know how to use Google at all.
Well,
like, don't you think somebody would look up their story before they fucking come up with one?
Yeah, but you see all the...
I thought he got the scar from eating pussy.
No,
not even pussy, man.
Yeah.
Calamari.
Well, I mean,
the Galamad.
Did you guys see the video of him beating up that dude?
Oh, yeah,
he showed him.
Whipped that guy's ass.
Did you see it? Wow, did you see when he caught him with that, right?
Oh, yeah. I know. Dude,
look,
you guys
how about when he was narrating? Lefty, you're a funny bastard. You were talking. He goes, look, he's even narrating his own ass whooping.
Yeah.
Dude, he's narrating
the guy who set it up.
Like, yo,
he's like, look at him.
Like, guys, come here, check out all this little guy. And he's describing, look how small this guy is.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. I got him right there. Bang, bang. Look at, see him hit him?
If we only had the audio from that video, You know, right when the midget fucking tackled him, he's like, "Quick, I'll take my pants down, no problem."
I thought he was trying to give him a piggy ride at first. Piggyback ride, you know?
I thought he was trying to molest him.
He's trying to fuck him. He's trying to bend him over and fuck
No,
him. That's what he's trying to do.
the kid just wanted to rob him. Chicky was just, you know.
He didn't want to hurt him. He just wanted to take his money because he get paid the first of the month and the fake gold chain.
But bro,
he
purposely literally got rolled.
Purposely was telling the kid that he was stashing the money in his ass crack just to see the kid take his pants off.
Oh my God, the kid would have threw up.
That's why
he's
he
like, all right,
didn't want
fuck
to
it, you
fucking
can
touch
keep
the
it.
kid.
Keep
That's why
it.
he didn't really hit Chicky too much and just fucking like, you notice how he was standoffish? That fucking stench burnt his fucking nose up real quick.
Yeah, Chicky's secret weapon is bending over.
Chicky can't bend over.
Nephew bought him lunch right after, you know.
What do you think about what do you think about the Lion Lee though? What do you think about that guy?
He's the worst of the worst. Isn't that what they say? The worst of the worst. That guy.
Oh, he is. You know.
Anthony, look at the comments. Look at what Bradley Fountain said. I can't put that up on the screen.
Hold on.
He said she just said this. Just don't read it out loud, whatever you do.
Okay. All right.
Oh God.
This lady's crazy, man.
She's a scumbag.
Sick bitch.
Yeah, she really
Sick
is.
bitch. Just for saying those words, everybody should strike the shit out of her fucking show right now.
Oh, I know.
Seriously.
And by the way,
that's what she said. No, she said
disgusting.
that's what she said when I was listen, when I got on the show, that's how she started. She said, here's what she said. She said, okay, so
just don't say any of the words.
No. This Arilotta said that he the most despicable things. And if that's true, Chicky's daughters were 10 and whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah, I already said that. We already talked about it. I already told you that.
Yeah,
you know what this.
Yeah, no, it's just that he said she just said it. That's why.
You know
again.
That's why. See, Chicky got you and him mixed up because his wife and kids left abruptly and divorced his ass, and there were some foul rumors going around about that. So maybe there's just a little bit of confusion with you and him.
Yeah, the lawyer. He was at the he went to lunch with the lawyer with the wife. He was at the mother's house sitting down at the table. He gets a phone call from his lawyer, this guy named Dan Garvey. He answers the phone. He said, the lawyer says, "Hey, I'm sorry to hear about your news." He said, "What news?" Now he just went to the movies and had lunch with his wife at the time. So he was sitting at the mother's table at his mother's house. The lawyer calls him and said, "I'm sorry to hear about your news." What news? He goes, "You didn't hear?" He goes, "No, what?" He goes, I got divorce papers. Your wife filed for divorce." He looks at his wife. He goes, "What the fuck did you do? What the fuck did you do?" He goes, "We just had lunch. We went to the movies. You filed for divorce." And she ran out of the house. He went home. There wasn't a fucking thing in the house. They emptied the house. There wasn't there wasn't a stitch of clothes for the kids, for the wife, everything. She went to the movies and lunch with him to get him out of the house while the family came and got everything out of the house and took everything out. And then the lawyer said, "Yeah, I got paperwork. Your wife filed for divorce."
Now, why do you think someone would do that, along with rumors associated with that?
I don't know. Tell us.
Fucking Jack.
I'm sure people over here aren't as stupid as they are over there. They can put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Well, so you're saying like 4?
Busting left these balls night.
I'm saying 2 and 2, like 4, like the age.
Oh,
Jesus.
Fourth.
The fourth. Have you heard that? Have you heard that, FBS?
What?
The
I was listening while I was gone. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. That shit is so funny, dude. I can't get over it. I just don't even know what language that is, man. I want him to write it down and spell it out for us, just to see what kind of letters he puts in there.
Yeah.
FBS went to the gym, the tanning salon, and came back.
No, actually, at first I got a phone call. I was on the phone for a little while, but
and then he had to eat the chicken
piccata.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love chicken piccata.
This is the
but I
best
fucking
part.
hate
This is the
capers
best
in
part
it.
about having a. Oh yeah, I know the what the
capers.
Yeah, the capers. Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
This is the good thing about having a panel like this. For the first year I was on here, I basically just did shows by myself. Now I could just get up and go do shit, take care of things.
This
Go
is
get
good.
the
We're building a strong crew over here. We got our gang is growing.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Man, let me tell you, they're scared, bro. They don't want to see that shit. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, pretty soon we're gonna get indicted by the feds.
Oh, bro, I've been telling Gunsmoke that for 6 months, bro. There's going to be Operation MobTube, and I'm going to be the first person indicted.
Yeah. Me and remember Chris, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Like a 25 state roundup, MobTube. They're gonna have the fat bald Sicilian and be walking them out of the house with and over in Florida, South Florida, they got the Cuban Tony SoFlo. They're walking him out, and over in Texas, they got the lead, a fucking lion kidnapper.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a fucking 3 million page indictment.
Hey, why don't we all why don't we just all tell on Lee? Fuck it.
If I get arrested, I'm immediately saying Lee Cole was behind whatever
I'm
it is
cooperating
you're
again.
I'll be like that guy Alan Glick or whatever. I was being extorted. I'll tell you everything you want to know.
When John Gotti was suggested he maybe get somebody to use as a lightning rod, he told Angel to go on the roof with a golf club.
That's what I said when Angel found out that the Chin and Casso wanted to kill whoever did the hit on Big Paul. I heard Gotti called the Chin and said Angel did it.
I love that joke. Well, I'll tell you what, one of the reasons I'm staying on so long tonight, even though I ain't making shit for money, this fucking sucks. But one of the reasons I'm staying on is because this is probably one of the best shows as far as having a panel with a lot of people. Everybody is, taking their turn talking. Nobody's talking over each other. It's nice and laid back. I love this.
Well, that's because the Fat Blob ain't on here.
Oh my God! On Tony's show, Tony.
I know.
Hey, and I want to give a shout out. I don't know what Frank's up to tonight, but say what up to Frank. I don't know if he was on earlier or not. If he's around, but I just want to say what up.
Francesco.
Yeah, I haven't heard. I talked to him yesterday in the evening.
Well, last I spoke to him, he was behind Lee's house.
Was it by walkie-talkie by any chance?
Frank's going to be streaming from a bus for the next day or two.
He was practicing his getaway route.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is,
there'll be a show on this tomorrow. They're planning my hit. They're planning the hit.
Me and Gunsmoke were talking to Howie earlier. We didn't even realize that. Well, should you want to tell him, Howie? I don't know.
What?
Well, we didn't realize that you're 30 minutes away from this fat scumbag.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, how far outside Amarillo are you?
No fucking way.
He's like 27 miles. He's closer than Lee's gyros. We'll put it like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that before.
He's closer than Lee's doctor for sure.
Wait till he finds that out. He's going to be terrified.
Thanks for doxing me.
Oh shit, my bad, bro.
He actually doesn't know that this guy lives like 7 blocks from his favorite gyro place, man.
You
know what I mean?
He's gonna have to go get another pacemaker.
Yeah. Hey, Jack. I don't know if you heard, but I had to get my phone replaced, and I didn't have my cloud thing backed up in time. So you're gonna have to text me again because I lost your number, buddy.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I forgot to save everything. Before I did it, they swiped it and I lost everything in there. So.
Well, I don't know if you heard, but
what happened?
I don't text anymore.
Oh no!
He didn't go up there and tell you.
He didn't go up. It didn't tell you.
I'm kidding.
I don't shine shoes anymore. Look at this. Wait a minute. What did I just want to look at this? William Brooklyn said you actually stopped me from going out tonight. And that's a good thing because I don't know, I don't know how many of you guys are aware of it, but he's been on my addiction and recovery show. he's struggling currently. So that's
good shit.
Oh,
dude.
well, William, yeah, that's good to hear, man. You made the right decision, and we're glad to hang out with you tonight, buddy.
Hell yeah, man.
Wishing you the best, man, for sure. Is he the one that came on a couple weeks ago? His mother, something about his mom. He's close with his mom or something. Is that the same guy there? Okay, yeah. Okay.
I think it was right before Thanksgiving.
Yes, I remember. Yes, William, I'm wishing you the best, buddy. I hope everything's going good for you, man.
Yeah, me
glad
too.
you're here with us tonight.
I'm glad this helped you, bro.
Definitely. Good to hear.
I just text you, come.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna save it. So.
DZ, $10. I want to join the chat one day. All-star crew, anytime, DZ, and thank you for the $10, bro. Yeah, it is. This is a fucking perfect panel. Meanwhile, Angel over there has a hooker from Patch Hog, a fucking fat rat gay Nazi.
Are they on?
A geriatric, morbidly obese scumbag hillbilly from fucking Texas.
Speaking of,
a fat lying smelly pig from Springfield.
Gotti whacked John Favara not because of what he did, but what he didn't do. He got the contract for Angel and fucked up.
Why is John Gotti in every thumbnail, but they never talk about John?
Oh, I know. That's
all her
thumbnails.
Lee's triggered over my thumbnail. I just got a message. Lee's triggered over my thumbnail, threatening to strike my channel.
Oh, the one where you're boxing him?
No, the one that I posted for tonight's show.
Well, he's got to wait until you make it first.
Well, I already put it up.
No, you put the picture, but you didn't make the video yet.
Yeah, of course.
What'd you put up? What was it?
You know what you do? Just put the picture. Put
Lee's
the picture
hanging
on
out with a
community
bunch
tab.
of wrestlers and shit. Here, hold on, I'll show you.
Lee's wearing a Second Amendment hat right now.
Don't get FBS's channel.
Oh, Lee busted out the Second Amendment hat.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cheater.
You see what triggers him though? If you bring up that wrestling shit, that's the thing that really triggers him. That wrestling shit right there. That triggers the shit out of him.
He took off the wrestling hat.
We're not the ones that told him to make up a fake fucking sex crime against him for money. That fucking lying scumbag. You fat fucking piece of shit, dude.
Lowlife.
This motherfucker had the nerve. This guy had the nerve to fucking go when he heard this disgusting shit that happened to his poor brother. When he heard about this, Lee, the big brother, this fat fucking pig in Texas, had the nerve to, when his brother asked him not to do anything, to go and go to the fucking media and tell everybody about it in order to fucking try to get in on the fucking scam, dude. This cocksucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. What fucking type of lowlife? His brother did an interview, and God, you know what? God bless his brother's soul, man. What an unfortunate situation being born and having to be related to that fucking scumbag. Yeah. This guy.
Are you saying the worst thing that happened to Tom Cole is that he was born as Lee Cole's brother?
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. 100%. That's what I'm telling you. All the stuff that happened to him. The worst thing that happened to him was he was fucking Lee Cole's brother. The worst fucking thing. You believe that?
And look at what the outcome was because of that. Look how it ended. It ended tragically because of that.
Fucking Lee.
Jesus.
Motherfucker. All he wanted to do was do his job, a job that he loved, and this motherfucker had to ruin it because he's a greedy fucking snake cock-sucking lowlife, that motherfucker, dude.
I know one thing, Lee's regretting ever opening his mouth.
Well, you don't get to be 600 pounds without opening up your mouth.
Yeah.
And you can regret it afterwards.
Who do you think's fatter? The blob from Springfield, the stepdaughter from New York, the liar from Texas, or the little weasel rat informant from Providence?
All I know is the four of them together weigh more than a G-Wagon.
I know one thing. The four of them couldn't get in the elevator at once.
They pooled their money to
No. They couldn't do that, dude. They need a fucking one of them commercial freight fucking elevators.
If they were going to get to a hotel and they were going to go into the elevator, they'd have to say, okay, they would have to go one at a time.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Jack.
Oh my God! Could you imagine?
Send it again. Send it again. I didn't get it.
Could you imagine if you got on an elevator and even just any two of those fat fucks hopped on? My God!
You wouldn't even be able to get out. You would.
The cable was snapped.
You would try to get out, but you wouldn't be able to squeeze through them. You'd be stuck there.
You'd be fucking stuck, bro. Let me hold on.
All I would say is, where are the stairs?
What about this? What about the smell? Imagine being stuck in that elevator, the smell in that elevator.
Oh, when you're that size, you can't clean yourself, right?
No,
you can't.
The hippopotamus. Go ahead.
William Brooklyn said, I had a few drinks. Sorry, team, I'm trying. It's all good, bro. Just do the best you can, man. Stay strong, you know? And let me just see one other thing that I saw. Danny Santos said, I chose you guys tonight over sex. Wow.
Oh, that's your dumb decision,
I'm
bro.
Danny's the man. My man,
I
Danny.
apologize to Danny's girlfriend, Jennifer. I'm sorry, Jennifer.
Hey, the brother told
That's
me.
what Big Tex's girlfriends used to tell him every night.
She's like, let's watch FBS's show, Lee.
Right. Exactly.
But dude,
Anthony, go ahead, Anthony. My bad.
The brother told me when he
Did you get it?
He puts the tub in the shower. The shower comes through the top, and then they got the tub.
I remember you telling me about this.
When he takes the shower, he puts one leg in, one leg out, does one side, and then has to come out and do the other side. One leg in, one leg out.
Jesus Christ. Could you imagine if I'm ever to that point in life, Gunsmoke, you better come kill me, bro.
Yeah.
If he freaks out on me, Howie, Anthony, I know you'll kill me, bro. Please, bro.
He's like, yeah, I got experience too.
I'm the worst of the worst.
I won't get it wrong.
You know how many times he broke the toilet? He said the brother sat on the toilet. He fucking flattened the thing, crushed it.
Oh my God.
He crushed it.
He crushed a toilet.
Hey, does he have to sleep with one leg on the bed, one leg off?
Yo, his rap name was Bowl Crusher.
He rotates fucking he gets half the front and then half the back, and then you know what I mean? He does that same shit on the bed at night to get
just steel toilet.
get proper rest. You know what I mean? He probably has a fucking cinder block with a fucking hole drilled in it, that fat fuck. He must crush fucking pork. He turns fucking toilet bowls into dominoes.
I mean, him having sex with his girlfriend has got to be like a project. Like,
well, yeah, he's got to lay down, fat ass gut.
They got to push his stomach up.
It's a don't forget the clothespin for the nose. She's got to put the clothespin over her nose.
Oh yeah, that's
the clothespin
just
to pull out the head too.
All I'm thinking about is one of those. What was that movie with remember Tommy what the fuck was that guy's name? The comedian there. He put the full body condom on.
Tommy
Davidson.
Tommy Davidson. Yeah, remember that movie? He put the full body condom on the house party and shit because the bitch was so nasty.
Yeah. What movie was that?
Oh fuck!
Wasn't that what's it
Player
called?
Something player. How to be a player? Maybe.
How to be a player.
Oh, is that
yeah.
what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what I see.
But he's a dead ringer, and I'm telling you, I mean, he's a dead ringer. If he talks about being in the movies, he would be a perfect role for Fat Bastard.
Bro,
Austin Powers.
Remember that movie Naked Gun where Leslie Nielsen and Priscilla Presley, they both dressed up in big condoms there and hugged, that went at it. That's definitely Lee and whoever, or Chicky, or
well, listen,
whomever.
Chicky actually did have a role in a movie. It's that Blade movie where that fat guy gets burned a bunch by Blade.
What about Chris Farley?
It's a fucking dead ringer.
I was thinking the same thing. Jack. I was thinking the same shit. Tommy boy.
Chris Farley's too good.
I think he's thinner. Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, yeah, Chris Farley's in way better shape than him.
He can move.
Oh yeah,
he's way
he can
better
walk
shape,
up a stair without running.
I've seen him run. He did play a ninja.
Yeah,
Hollywood
Ninja or whatever it was.
Beverly Hills, Hollywood Ninja.
Beverly
Hills
did
Ninja. The skit he did with Patrick Swayze. This guy over here could never fucking do 3 seconds of that skit.
Hey, you know what I just realized?
Bro, he can't even climb up one stair.
I just realized if there was sound to that video that he might have been screaming.
Oh, of course he was.
Well, he said,
probably.
He said he was yelling. He said he was yelling
for his nephew with the windows of the apartment open and his nephew sitting up in the window laughing.
Yeah, his nephew set it up.
I know, and nephew got
that fat fuck. His doctor told him that he needed to get rid of all the junk food and fatty food in his fucking house. And he called the doctor back and said, "All right, doc, I got rid of it. It was delicious." That's the type of shit he does. That fucking blob.
Dude, he's real angry and triggered now because now he's getting followed around by middle schoolers, harassed and extorted by children.
Speaking of movies, if that fat fuck did a sex tape with his girl, they'd have to call it Missionary Impossible.
They'd have to shoot it in IMAX.
You know?
Missionary Impossible. That's fucking hilarious. That might be your best one yet, Common Sense. That's fucking good.
It's working. I just got started. The night is young.
Oh, thank you, Jordo. Thank you. Yeah, the Cherry 11s are sick. I got them right here. I had to clean out my closet earlier.
You got to send me a picture of those. You forgot to send me that.
Oh, I brought down like 15 pairs of sneakers from my closet. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna be getting the Space Jams.
Right here, bro.
Ones, the black ones.
Yeah, the white and black ones.
Oh, okay, I got those in the low. Those are the regular 3/4.
Dude, I don't like the low. The low, I could get the black and white.
Didn't you show that already, FBS?
But it don't go around.
Yeah, but Common Sense didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
I want to see them. Yeah, those are nice FBS. I like those.
Yeah, I love them. I'm not wearing them though.
Dude, I've seen so many pairs of those in the last couple of days in Hartford. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you got to be careful though because there's no the real ones are sold out. You know what I mean? They sold
I'm saying on people's feet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Chicky got a pair of those, but the Jordan on his has his tongue out.
Hey, they have bootleg sneakers that are like almost identical to the real ones.
Oh, I used to sell them, bro. I used to go to Jerry's Corner in fucking Southwest Philly and load up a 14-foot box truck with cases of fucking every type of knockoff designer purse and fucking Air Max sneakers, Air Force Ones, Timberlands, ACGs, everything.
I mean, I watched a video of like a sneaker convention where they were buying and selling sneakers, and when they were checking the sneakers, they had to send it to another table where the person was like an expert.
The black girl?
Yeah.
The black girl? I see them videos all the time. Yeah, she smells the inside of them and shit. And
Yeah.
She's a beast. I think she actually works for eBay. Because
you're right.
She's an authenticator.
When she finds them to be authentic, she puts an eBay tag on them and scans a barcode and all that. So I think she's listing them for them. You know what I mean? Once she finds them to be authentic.
Yep.
Yeah. That chick, you got to give it to her, bro. They fly her all over the fucking world. You know what I mean? And they pay her, I'm sure, big money just to stand there and do that.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start smelling sneakers.
Huh?
I think I'm going to start smelling sneakers.
Yeah, for real.
Shit.
Oh shit, that's funny. Yeah, because people that don't know, when a lot of the fakes, the knockoffs, come from China, and they use a different cement when they put the shoe together. It's a cheaper glue that they use for the sneakers, and you can smell it. That's why they're smelling them, because you can smell when they're made in China. It smells like rubbery cement instead of the actual
it's that glue.
Smell.
Yeah,
the glue they use.
Yeah, the Jordans, they use a certain type of glue. You know what I mean? It's very expensive. The knockoffs use a different kind.
Well, doesn't Nike have a warehouse in China? Don't they make them in China?
Yeah, but it's the product, the quality that they use that's different. It's way more expensive. That's why the cost is a lot higher, So when they're making them knockoffs for, $10-$20 a pair, they're using the cheapest shit they can get,
Yeah, they're using cheaper materials, so that's why she smells them and shit, you know what I mean? She knows exactly what they're supposed to smell like. It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that's nuts.
The stitching, you can tell, like the machines they use to put them together is cheaper, so it's not like double stitched all nice. They're always all fucked up, like crooked and stuff like that, Yeah. But people listen, my buddy got ripped off on StockX is supposed to be like the #1, sneaker resale in the world. And my buddy got ripped off buying, really expensive shoes off there, man, by people. So I stopped messing with them. I had a problem with them myself.
Too. I got ripped off on a pair of Jordans too.
They don't, and they're not authenticating them anymore. So StockX is,
Yeah, StockX is garbage.
They probably have like a fine print. They're not responsible.
Yeah. Look, DZ said Angel used to sniff luggage at the airport.
Sure.
That dog.
Well, Danny Danny Trio used to sniff underwear at people's houses.
Yeah, he really did. He did.
And Lion Lee platformed him as a Colombo captain.
Colombo.
I wonder.
JC, didn't that fat fucking Lion scumbag want to get that choir boy to be his co-host too? Trying to get his social to use his social or something? Is that true? You know anything about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure
there
he
you
did.
I do.
go, guys.
All right, so listen, fucking that dude said Lee wanted. Here's the deal he had. After 5,000 subscribers, they split the profits. They use the person's social security. They put the name of the channel in that person's name, but Lee collects everything and splits it. I think it was like 75-25 after 5,000 subscribers or some shit. It was like ridiculous.
Do they have to be real subscribers? Did he put that in there or no?
I don't know.
What a greedy fuck.
But rumor is he's only got about 2,000 real subscribers.
Well, you can tell
I would say 3. I believe 3. Maybe
3?
even 3,500 tops. 3,500 tops. Yeah.
I don't know where I heard it, but they said his comments. You know, when he does a show, he gets comments. All those comments are like fake comments too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is that true?
Some of them are, yeah, some of them.
Oh yeah, he buys views for sure.
You can tell because in the comments it'll be like, "Oh, I love this song. This is some great music. I haven't seen something from this guy in a while, and there's not a single song played on the fucking show." That means that they bought it because they're using generic comments that are generated. You know, they'll talk about something that never even happened on the show. You know, like, "Oh, great video about something," and be like, John Wayne wasn't in this video, buddy.
Yeah,
wasn't about that. Fucking asshole. That guy's a fucking asshole. You know that? He really is, man.
Oh my
dude, he's just a giant shitbag, man. A 500-pound bag of shit stuffed in a 100-pound bag.
His goal in life is to make sure that he's got more subscribers than FBS.
Oh, that's all he cares about, bro.
That's
Oh, and he can make more money
he'll never know.
if he just worked. If he just did more shows, he
Yeah,
would
yeah.
get more money. Then why don't you do more shows? You fuck?
I'll tell you what his biggest regret was. His biggest regret was not taking your back when that meme came out.
Yep.
Oh man,
that was his biggest fucking mistake.
I seen that shit.
Yeah, yeah, he
But
would.
you know, that was we already knew leading up to that he was already talking to Angel behind the scenes because of a couple things he did. So the reason that he didn't do that is because he was talking with her the whole fucking time, and he didn't want to upset the apple cart because he had that in his back pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was talking to MRE too. You know what I mean? He was sending MRE fucking Instagram messages and shit. You know what I mean? Fucking love letters.
And you think that they forgot that Lee's on here talking about people looking people up, getting families involved. And I'll remind everyone, did people forget about the audio clip that SoFlo played where that fat fucking lying piece of shit down in Texas was offering SoFlo MRE's family's fucking info? Remember that?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I got the text messages. He didn't just do it with SoFlo; he did it with me too. I got the text messages. He sent me a bunch of pictures of MRE and his family and friends. Like he sent me one of MRE with a bunch of like biker guys and shit. Yeah, he was digging. I got the text. I'll put him up.
See,
he was
those
talking about doing a big show on him.
Those guys aren't around no more.
Yeah. I know. Somebody told
You know what I
him.
mean?
Yeah.
Somebody told on him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What happened to that guy?
Yeah, he's in a can right now.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's in a can.
Oh wow, that's funny.
Which guy?
I don't know, the ones he was taking pictures of, the ones I'm already probably told on.
Yeah, all the bikers that were with MRE in this
I thought you were
picture.
talking about Lee.
Oh, I thought you were talking about somebody else.
No. When they say Lee's in the can, they're talking about the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only bikers he knows still have training wheels.
Oh shit! Let me see something, guys. Hold on.
Hey, I know you're not supposed to tell people what you asked Santa for Christmas, but I asked him if he could take Lee out for me.
Yeah, me too. Me.
No.
Look at this fat bastard. Fat bastard. Listen, I don't know if that was him shaking or his fucking dog. Notice he doesn't wash his hands. Sorry, guys. I can't unmute you for some reason. It won't let me. You guys can unmute yourselves, I think.
Oh,
Try
my
to unmute
God.
yourself. There you go.
Because he pees.
He was wobbling, huh? Before getting up.
Waddling like a duck.
That was the first slob tube eclipse.
Yeah.
Video. Look at ready.
Look at him wobble.
Look at that.
Oh my God! Holy shit, dude!
Look at that wobble. Oh wow!
It's gotta be a fucking. They made that T-shirt out of a king size blanket.
How great is that?
Yeah, we're gonna have to call
Where's
him
the one?
Weeble.
Where's the one of him smiling? That's the best.
Weeble.
Oh God, yeah.
that.
Jack O'Lantern Lee.
Let me see.
Weeble.
Oh, I hope I didn't get rid of it. I might have.
Dude, stop teasing me.
He's triggered. I'd love to see his face right now. Oh, look at that shit.
Holy shit.
Your wish is my
Holy
command. You
shit.
said you'd
Wait,
love to see his
look at
face.
I gotta screenshot this.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Don't take it down,
shit.
please.
Fucking, his tongue looks like it's doing time.
Oh my God.
Hey, he could
where's
put a
it?
cigarette right in between those teeth.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah,
one
that
all the
was
way
a
to the
natural
side
cigarette
there.
holder for him.
Oh my God. What a
The fucking-
disgusting animal.
He looks like he could eat a fucking orange through a fucking window screen.
Yes.
with them teeth.
Oh,
I
my
got
God.
it.
Oh shit.
Look at those things. He fucking ate would you eat a fucking brick for fucking breakfast? Jesus
No,
Christ.
man. The
Hey.
kids in the neighborhood painted some rocks like Percocet, and he just chewed them right up.
Hey,
Holy
Lee,
shit.
Lee needs to hit up iLight for an extra tooth or two.
Oh, I know, right? Fuck, dude.
That's great.
Yeah, he was definitely bigger in that picture than he is now.
No, he's
think?
bigger now.
He's using a filter, man. Filter to slim down.
Dude,
he got a
could
new
you
lens.
imagine?
And B told him about it. She got all the filters.
Well,
Oh, my
according
God,
to,
I
Still
know.
looks like that.
according to Marla, the picture that the Daily News used of me was how do you say that?
Photoshopped.
Photoshop.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Bullshit. Mike Fleming, $4.99. Great panel tonight, fellas. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, this is fun. I'm enjoying this. Thank you for the $4.99.
Imagine waking up in the morning and seeing that motherfucker. Oh my
Oh
God.
my God! Look, Diversity said Lee could rent the space between his teeth for $41.29.
Oh, that's fucking funny, dude.
Yeah,
Guys,
Matt,
I bet it.
how
I bet
rich
his
would
tongue
you
knocked
be
him
if
out.
your fucking rent was $41.29?
Oh my
shit.
God.
Could you imagine? $41.29.
That got me thinking, man. I'm thinking about
Lefty
moving to
pays
Texas.
more than that per night.
Right.
Yeah.
He can't figure that one out. When I was saying before, when Tony Pizza finds out he could have been paying that for rent this whole time instead of hotels, he probably wants to kill himself.
Yeah.
Could you believe that? $41.29, and that the funniest thing is that fat fucking scumbag said that everything else that you found on him was accurate except the rent. Everything else was true, but that. What are the odds of that? You know what I mean? They got that one thing wrong. Everything else was right, but that one thing's wrong.
Imagine having no problem fucking admitting that you got sued for $166,000 and then took off to another state, but you have a problem with admitting that you're on Section 8 housing. I got some news for Lee. Most of the people on SlobTube are on Section 8 housing. No bullshit.
Hey,
I guarantee.
If Section 8 finds out all the money he's making, they might raise his rent.
Oh
He'll
yeah,
get kicked off of that shit. They'll get the boot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine
stealing from the government.
Imagine if Social Security Disability heard him saying, "Well, if I went on as much as FBS does, I'd make even more money than him." Imagine it. So they'd be like, "Wow, so you really have the ability to make your own money."
Imagine if they heard him say, James Proctor, $100. Thank you, James.
Thank you, James.
Like I said, that's just like me saying, "Hey, oh look, Gunsmoke sent me $100. Thank you, Gunsmoke."
Partner,
We're
yeah.
supposed to
Well,
believe that.
what about in that same video when he was saying, "Oh yeah, I only do 2 shows a week. You know, who's got time to sit on here and do this all day? That's why imagine doing 2 shows a day." And it's like, dude, you do your show and then you're on everybody else's show for fucking 4, 5, 6 hours a night.
Yeah.
So imagine when Social Security Disability finds out that he's able to sit on there for 6, 7, 8 hours a night on other channels doing exactly what he's doing to make money. Sounds like he's pretty able to me, huh?
Bro, my life is 5,000 times busier than Lee Cole's, and I managed to do at least a show a day, sometimes 2. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about time. He's on here he has more time than any of us.
Exactly.
You know
Not only is the shows he's on, but he watches all of ours religiously.
Yeah.
And let's say hypothetically, right? So, well, not hypothetically. This is what FBS does for work, right? So, say he comes on and does an hour-and-a-half show twice a day. How many hours a day is that?
3.
So he can't believe that somebody would work 3 hours a day. Who has time?
I
for
know.
that? You know, that's a full-time gig right there to Lee. 3 hours a day. That's heavy lifting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine that, huh?
Heavy lifting is him walking and lifting up his legs.
Order fucking food by the page.
I remember how
Guarantee
happy he was. I remember how happy he was when you guys were friends and he was getting super chats and
he was tearing up.
Yeah.
You know what? I think he purposely sabotaged that so he wouldn't get that because then he was making too much money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he
I don't
he did
know
it on
about
purpose to stop the money.
You know, it's funny you say that because he told me around that time, he was like, "This is good because right now, I'm allowed to make a certain amount." I don't know why. Maybe it was because his regular Social Security was kicking in soon. I don't know, but he said he's actually allowed to make up to, I forget how much he told me. Which is more proof he's on disability, because why would you say I'm allowed? You know what I mean?
So what it is you can make a certain amount per week or per month. A certain amount you can make total for the fucking year. So he probably still had X amount remaining over for that time period that he could make. So it was okay if he hit, $800 for the end of that month because he was allotted a certain amount that he didn't get prior,
And you could tell Lee never had any money before by the super chats he started sending. He'd send FBS like $5 and it'd say, "Because I can,"
Yeah.
Right.
Who the hell brags about? He would brag about tipping the waiter finally, at restaurants.
Yeah.
So he wasn't tipping before, stuff like that. Oh, you can tip the dude $10 now. Okay, well,
look at Chip.
You're not a big shot, Lee.
Now look at Chip Mayhew's avatar, bro. He used the fucking teeth picture. That's fucking great.
Remember when he said he got his car detailed for the first time?
Oh my God!
I even got my my 300. I haven't since that lady got out of the hospital. I haven't seen him in that 300 recently.
Bro, no, bro. He called me one time. He was ecstatic. He was like, "I can't believe this. I finally got some repairs done to my car. I've been needing to get done." So, yeah, listen, that money to him was everything. That's why. I mean, Angel. It's going to be hilarious when she kicks him to the curb because that motherfucker gave up everything. He gave up.
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to start a over under. How long? What do you guys think? What's the time before Lee's got the boot? What are we giving it here? Another month?
All right.
I said like 2 months.
Go ahead.
How long it?
No, I said 2 months. I said that like last week.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure because it just depends on how long he's useful. Like, as long as he's defending her against her enemies, she'll keep him around. But eventually, she's going to start catching on to some of this shit no matter what.
I give it to the end of January.
Yeah, I can't say.
So
see, I don't want to make a prediction because if I say, then she'll make it go longer than that on purpose.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
She'll make it a point to drag Lee out with him longer, no matter how much it kills her to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
What does she think about him inviting my man Jack on the show or sending the email or whatever the fuck to that kid about the peace offering? Do they know about that yet?
She just won't believe it.
Oh yeah,
She
they're
just-
dick that.
Yeah, if it's inconvenient to her, she just refuses to believe it. That's not true. Lee, is that true? Did you do that? And Lee will say, no, of course not. They're lying. I knew it, Lee.
I
See,
knew it,
everybody,
Lee.
I asked Lee, and he said no. So now I know it was all bullshit. Yeah, okay. That's what she did with MRE.
She would ask 11 of his childhood friends, but he didn't even have one. So
Yeah,
forget
remember
about that,
with MRE? I asked his childhood friends, and they said he's not a racist. So there you go. There you have it. It's true. He's not.
They swore on their children.
Grandchildren.
Yeah.
Everybody in their family.
Shit was funny, man. He's like, yeah, I have 10 childhood friends, and they're all racist too.
One of them, even
They all
MRE's
are, bro.
childhood friend, he had a colored friend, and MRE's like, oh, you're talking about Henry? Like, how the fuck, that proves he only knows one black person. You know what I mean? How'd you know his name right off the rip? You know what I
Are
mean?
you sure he didn't say Tom? Maybe Token?
Henry.
Oh.
Henry? Motherfucker.
This
What's up?
motherfucker.
No, so many people are being quiet. What happened?
Gunsmoke, where you at, brother?
He said he'll be right back. I don't know where Anthony is. I don't know anybody. Oh, you're here?
MRE's only black friend is DJ Never Know Nuts,
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
You know what?
And he sounds about as black as Marla.
Right, exactly.
About him, too. That might be Marla's brother.
Oh.
Look. Everybody's on mute, Lefty.
No,
Gunsmoke.
Now, Gunsmoke had to run out, FPS.
Yeah,
He'll be right back.
Gunsmoke said he'll be right back.
Right.
Yeah. What do you
Well,
guys think? Is that possible?
Well, I'm going to start looking into it immediately now that you said that.
Well, you got a point too, and look, Stax wasn't he? It was either he or Josie that first introduced that clown, and it's right up Stax's alley to make up a fake sex situation.
Actually, it was MRE shared that guy's video before anyone else did, and then the next one, the next one was Stax, and then Josie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think DJ Never Know Mine is one of them?
He definitely is one of them.
Definitely
Yeah,
one of them. Yeah,
we just don't know
He's
who
in the
he's
Durkee
with.
Who he is. Yeah.
Under a
Is
different
he?
name. Yeah. He's in the Durkee verse under a different name. People actually know who he is.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, listen, I will pay for that information. If you know who DJ Never Know
I
Mine is,
will
I'll
pay.
get it for you. Give me a day or two.
FBS, if
All
I
right.
knew, I wouldn't tell you. Because I wouldn't want to see you get in trouble.
yeah, you got a point, but I still want to know. Yeah, he's well, I won't even say anything.
Dude, that's just some goofball shit right there. And people, the real idiots, went hook, line, and sinker. You just said it, Stax and fucking Josie.
Yeah.
Listen,
well, they knew it was bullshit. They didn't care. They just wanted to hear him say this shit. You know what I mean?
Right. He deserves like this story that I told. This guy, robbed my friend's wife.
What is that? What is that?
My friend caught him, stripped him naked, carved in his chest with a knife, "I rob women," and tied him to a telephone pole naked.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sounds like justice to me.
Yeah.
But listen, they don't make telephone poles that big for a few of them,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, listen, that DJ Never Know Mine. It goes without saying. If I find out who he is, well, first of all, I'm not even going to mention it on YouTube.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Word. I ain't gonna
Don't
say
say
a word.
nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
I know nothing.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he's somehow related to Marla, just because he sounds like a fucking, he sounds like a
yokel.
What's the word I'm looking for? How do I
Is
say
he
this?
a real
Right?
person?
A country boy?
Yeah, exactly. He sounds like, Like he
sort
probably
of sounds
grew up
suburbanized in a way, though. Like, what was that movie? Malibu's Most Wanted, where Tay Diggs has to pretend to be a hardcore black guy, and one of the other black actors.
Oh
did
yeah,
too.
Anthony Anderson.
Baby Boy.
Yeah, MRE brought that clown on to pretend to be some kind of like inner city thug character. That
he sounds like he sounds like he grew up in a house on a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, exactly.
He definitely has a front porch.
Yeah. Yeah, he sounds like Marla acts when
and he might be one of the real N-words that Marla would bring to your house.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh snap.
Yeah, you could bring a whole team of them. You could bring a whole fucking team of DJ Never Know Minds. I'd be like that guy in that commercial. You ever see that commercial where the guy is slapping everybody at the barbecue, even the kids?
A bus pulls up to Chris's
That would
house.
be just
a
like
bunch
that.
of gay figure skaters, actors, and fucking mimes get out.
Pull out a fucking super soaker.
Yeah. Go ahead, Howie. I'm sorry if we cut you off, bro.
I forgot.
Oh, you did a gun
You
smoke.
you could really say something.
Oh,
You said I could say something.
I can actually say the N-word and not get in trouble.
Cool.
That's true.
Well, don't
That's
do
true.
it on my
That's
thing.
true.
Because I'm surrounded by people, and that wouldn't be cool.
Oh, shit. No, listen, you know what Angel's side says? As long as you don't say it with the hard R, it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
shut
that
the
was
fuck
the
up.
fucking
Dude,
clean shave.
my
I
roommate will
wonder
smack
why-
the shit out of anybody in person that does that dumb shit. Ask Stacks.
Say about when her father said the hard ER on the prison tapes about 10 times.
Oh, she was okay.
Those were
with that.
doctored, though. He didn't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He must have been
but either you got to be proud of who you are and fight for it, or you got to be ashamed of it and do like some other lowlifes did, change their names. In your case, in this case, his name is Agnello. I mean, if you ask this guy next door, what do you think about the Agnellos? You think, who are the Agnellos? So I mean, you got to look for trouble to find what his last name. Your husband, there's no question of my love for him. He needs a strong handle. He needs me out there. You don't need your brother out there. You don't know, he needs me out there. He needs me on him like
can barely
white
hear
on rice, how they say. I don't think they say white on rice. That's what he needs. He needs me out there. Same way your brothers need me out there.
All right, that's enough.
Well, you know, she always says, you know how she always says that she doesn't use I've never used my last name for anything. Well, then how come you've been married 3 times and your channel is Gotti? You know what I mean? You don't need to. It's plastered all over your fucking shit. What do you mean you don't use it? Then why don't you use your actual name then? You know?
Yeah, I heard her
Answer
talk.
that.
How much longer to go? If her, instead of them getting into a fight, I would say that she's gonna call it quits right after the
holidays.
Yeah, I think she's gonna pack it in.
I'll tell you the truth. I think this is all she has. I think this is all she has, and she needs the attention constantly. Yep. I do. I can't see her just. I didn't play the end of that. The first video I played was the wrong one, but I should have left it on because at the end of that video, he tells Victoria, "Stay off the TV. Stay off the stay off the book covers. Stay off. So."
And nobody will bother you or your family.
Yeah, and nobody will bother you or your family. Exactly. So that's. I'm sure he would give the same advice to fucking Angel if he liked her. You know what I mean? Yep. But
you know why?
But she won't. She can't do it.
She sees this
you know
side.
Why we know that's true?
Why?
Because you have to remember, before she was on YouTube, she was on Facebook, Twitter, doing the same fucking shit she's doing now. So you would have think, and she said before, she said, look how vile these people were on Facebook and Twitter. These people on YouTube are worse. So if you thought that everything that you went through was so bad before, then why would you come on here and engage and do the same fucking thing you were doing on there for 10 years or however fucking long it's been? Because you love it. You love the attention. You love the drama, and you feed off of it. It's all you got. You got nothing going on. It's proof,
If you're on the outside looking in, and you see.
Well, that's because everyone in her family ignores her.
Not even sides, but if you just see, this side over here growing, and like you said, we got good panels, and then you just see that side over there. I mean, not even if judging, just say you were looking on the outside, just look at the cast over there. Well, how they sound, how they look, how the
I wouldn't hang out with none of them in real life, not one of them.
And we're having fun and everything, but the truth of it is, it's the truth. They are disgusting people over there. They're liars. Yeah. They are what they are, and they're not going to last. That gang over there cannot last.
No gang that couldn't shoot straight. That's them over there,
Yeah, it's terrible. I would be so ashamed to be on that team. Could you imagine the fuck? I mean, look at each and every one of them and what they are, and they make up a team of fucking just scumbag, loser, degenerate lowlifes. I mean, everyone. There's not a decent. Yeah, I know. There's not a decent human being, a productive citizen in the bunch. You know what I mean? Not one. Name one. There isn't one.
Yeah, they lie about their past. They cover them up. They slander and call other people's names, and they're worse than those names. They got the skeletons worse in their closets.
Yeah,
I agree. Every one of them's turned out to be a fucking fraud, a fake, a scumbag, a Nazi.
Starting with even with her last name. That's not even her last name. Last name I'm saying, but she's not even a real Gotti.
No, she was born with the last name Rickard. I have the U.S. birth index. You know what I mean? That's how she was born. Her birth certificate was changed probably minimum 4 or 5 years later because Victoria and John didn't get married until 4 years after Angel was born.
And you know what's funny? She slipped up one day and she was mentioning about how stupid people were not reading her sister's book, right? And then she says, which I got blamed for, but whatever. That's what she likes to do anyways, about looking up my whole family tree and finding out all this stuff. You notice that she said, my family, she's admitting basically that, whoever looked it up and found it is right. You know what I mean? When she said that, that's what I took from it. I don't know if you guys, thought the same thing, but she basically kind of told on herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If only she knew the person who actually looked that up, is someone who only comments, has never even been on the fucking show. You know what I mean? There's one guy specifically that looks up the ancestry.com stuff. You know what I mean?
And he hates her.
Yeah. Well, everybody hates her. Yeah.
Yeah, but he took the time out of his day and his life to really fucking find this shit and error. You know what I mean? He fucking despises this fucking Lionsky Flusa,
Yeah, that guy really hates hypocrites and people who try to talk shit about somebody when they're actually, the same thing they're trying to talk shit about.
Yeah. So go fuck off, you lowlifes.
Yeah.
I was waiting. I was really hoping that lawsuit with Gene went through because they would have been able to find out who was behind a lot of the fucking shit. And I was waiting, bro. I was so happy. I'm like, oh, they're gonna have to come on and admit they're all fucking liars.
Yeah.
That's why I'm suspicious about what happened with that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still want to know why would anybody? Why would she drop? She's so upset about this shit that happened with him, right? And about how disgusting it was. So then, why'd you drop the lawsuit and then start another one? Try to threaten another one with my friend over here. That's
what I believe?
That's personal.
I just believe that her intention was to just make a cease and desist, and that's it. She wasn't going to pay for a lawsuit.
No, dude.
She's still
get
not
a lawyer to send those if you, I've had people send cease and desist letters. It's all about the wording and shit. That doesn't mean dick. It's basically an intimidation
what I'm saying is that's what you're supposed to do first before you go through with a lawsuit.
Yeah. But that's all she
had an intention to go through with it from the beginning.
No,
she just wanted to scare him.
Scare tactic. Yeah, it was a scare tactic. And I'm going to tell you
except
why.
She's trying to scare the wrong person.
Yeah.
I don't give a
it's not working, you idiot. But this is the thing, right? Do you know how many fucking shows and how many hours of time it would take to go through? Not only against the person that you're trying to make the the claims about, but then they'd have to go through your shit too to find out on the rebuttal side about all that. You know how much money and hours it would cost? It would cost. You're talking about thousands of hours of fucking shows to go through at, you know, $250, $350 an hour a lawyer would charge. You're talking about 200,000.
Yeah.
No way they're gonna sue nobody because they wouldn't even be able to get that back anyways if they wanted to. So it'd be a, you know what I mean? It's bullshit.
Yeah.
No, they ain't doing nothing. They're fucking retarded. Like they think, you know, these are a bunch of people that have no street smarts. They've never been on the streets. They got no common sense, and they're trying to use tactics against people that been around the block a few fucking times. Like it's gonna work.
Well,
you know,
think
like
about
guys are laughing at this shit. It's funny. It's funny. You know what I mean?
Think about the
With the
optics
wrong
of that.
people.
John Gotti Sr.'s stepdaughter sues somebody, all while supporting a white supremacist.
Exactly. They never had any intention on suing. They're never going to.
And they would have got exposed.
They thought I'm some fucking knucklehead who'll get that letter and get shook and be like, "Oh, I got to retract my statement." Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know, and not only that, but you have to say that these people are ruining my good name and my good reputation. Your father was one of the biggest fucking mob bosses in U.S. history, you know, looked at as a scumbag by the general public for forever. What reputation and good name are they fucking destroying? It was destroyed by your own father. You know what I mean? Your whole family. Your whole family is convicted of every fucking crime in the U.S. Penal Code, and you're worried about that? Get the fuck out of here! You know,
every crime
in the Penal Code, every one of them.
Marries 4 times, but keeps the last name.
Yeah,
joke, man. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. That's why, you know, I couldn't wait to get that letter because I wanted to be able to give my reaction. I can't believe she started or she actually thought that I was going to do something different than what I did.
That was the best reaction I ever saw.
They would have had all her. They would have went to all of her shows, and she talks worse than anybody.
I already got them all, bro. I got them all downloaded and on a USB drive. You know what I mean?
And listen, not only that, but if she went through with that lawsuit, she would be putting every one of her people on the chopping block too, because they could all get dragged into the deposition too, because she talks to these people off of fucking YouTube. So then you could bring them in, you could subpoena them. They'd have
her
to
friend
get deposed.
Angela. Yeah, her friend Angela would be one of the first ones.
Oh,
listen, you'd be able to dig into MRE's cases, Lee's, all of these people. You'd be able to find out who all the anonymous fucking trolls are over there, because they would all get fucking subpoenaed too, and they'd all get deposed. And when you're in there doing a case about that, when you're in a civil deposition, not a criminal one, you can ask literally anything you fucking want, and I mean anything. And she would have to answer questions about her birth and her father and her family and all that shit. She'd be opening herself up to something that she don't want to go get into. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She would not want to get into none of that. I'm telling you right now.
Under oath.
Yeah. Under penalty of perjury, 100%. So she's not going to want to open her, subject her family and her friends to that, because that's what's going to happen. That's the bottom line.
And you'd get all her friends' full names.
Everything. Yeah, everything.
Yeah. Fucking right, I would. Yeah.
So they had to be just as stupid for fucking, you know, sitting around and telling her it was a good idea to do that. They're not thinking about anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you want to protect your friends, why would you do that? It's bullshit.
It was definitely a bluff right from the beginning.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100% bluff.
Without a doubt.
Definitely. Yeah. Absolutely. I think so. There's no other explanation for it, in my opinion.
No.
It was, she's, you know, that shows you how desperate she is to, you know what I mean? She couldn't handle this. If you couldn't, why didn't you just do what FBS asked you a long time ago and just drop it? You know what I mean? It was really simple solution. Don't talk about me. I won't talk about you. We'll keep it moving. She just can't fucking help herself, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
She just can't.
She's got to have an apology.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Well,
good luck.
And she, those people, she puts them up front to do all the dirty work. Like with the tapes and all that stuff, she puts them up front to do the dirty work.
Yeah,
yeah, and then she hides behind it wasn't me, it was them. I didn't say that stuff. No, but you sat there and you brought them on specifically so they would do it, so you could try to be like, oh, it wasn't the me shit. Well, how did that work out for your father when he said, you know, it wasn't me that actually killed the guys, I just ordered them to do it? You know what I mean? How'd that work out for him? It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
You're involved with it. That's how it works. You know, you think she would learn from history, but apparently not. You know what I mean?
No,
That's
not
basic shit. You know.
No, Angel makes her own history. You know what I mean? She
Yeah.
she makes it up in her fucking mind.
Facts.
Yep.
That's my beautiful wife, Shanna. I love you, baby. I hope you're having a good night at work. Listen, guys, I think I'm going to shut it down. We're going on 4 hours.
Yeah,
thank you so much. Yeah,
delayed
thank you,
my
guys.
show a couple hours. I was having so much fun here.
Oh shit!
Been fun.
Yeah, this was great, man. Thank you
Yeah.
to each and every one of you guys. This was a fantastic show.
Yeah, I'm going on right now.
Yeah,
So
great
if anybody
show.
wants to come over and continue the conversation.
Thanks for having me on FBS. Good talking to you guys for sure.
I got to piss like a racehorse.
Howie, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Gunsmoke.
All right, buddy.
All right, guys.
All right, fellas, everybody. Good night.
Yep. Have a good night, guys.
All right.
Let's see. All right. All right, guys. That was one for the books. I wish every show could be like that. That was fucking phenomenal. Great conversation. Got to bash some people we hate. Fucking beautiful. Who could ask for anything more? Well, I could. Some fucking donations, but you know, listen. I'm out of luck. I'm shit out of luck. Listen, thank you guys all for being here. And for anyone who did donate, thank you very, 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 very much. I know it's a tough time of year, but you guys always help me out and support me. I appreciate it. And thank you again to all the guests, Anthony, Howie, JC, Gunsmoke, Common Sense, Lefty. Awesome fucking panel. So thanks, guys. Thanks for everything. Hit the like button if you can so Lee Cole doesn't make fun of me. I'd appreciate it very much. I love you all. And until next time, salute.